Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. I don't understand it, how they got so timid. Told them I would do it and I overdid it. I don't do the bass cause I don't got the minutes. Pull up nothing teeny so they know who winning. Shorty cutting up, it must be retrograde. 80s Cuban collar with the retro fade. Baby cut from Mexico, the whip German. And she down to wet it while the spliff burning. They don't want no static, better get the signal. Earning all these coins, it ain't coincidental. Tell them free the doggies, keep them out the kennel. With my same roadies, whipping different rentals. Baby girl, what's your sign and what that steez do? Say got a little bit of cash, but can he please you? Started in my DM, I might make her BM. Wavy Zavy stunting, you should come and see him. Piling paper, got him talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. I done cracked the code, yeah, I'm a hacker now. Gotta let them see it, I whip back around. I don't need your wifey, she a pass around. They don't need to know it when I'm back in town. Bank teller greet me by my first name. Niggas sending shots but got the worst aim. Seen him out here looking like he hate cash. Treat that little pussy like a face mask. They don't want no problems, they don't want equations. We keep that same energy on all occasions. More life to my enemies, won't stop the vision. But I do not compromise with competition. All my shit be sounding like it look like. These niggas be rapping for them book likes. Alkaline charge like a battery. How they got the minutes to be mad at me? Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
What's going on? Oh, Jesus. That means I got some good rest. I took an old person's nap. Oh, my gosh. I know why old people take afternoon naps. Jesus. Worked all damn night. But I'm here. What's happening, ROI Miss Senator? What's up, Brooklyn Star? All right. Oh, what's up, Charlie? How you doing? My bad. I see you. We don't, I used to say that all the time. We, and people are like, you. I'm like, I get it, but I'm just the host. Y'all are the people. But anyway, we're going to go through a few things real quick. And the first thing I'm going to go over is kind of funny because it is about ZX, even though when I call him Bathrobe Guy, he came over here one time and said, my name is ZX, my name is Mr. Cannon. I don't need to be called Bathrobe Guy down the street and around the corner. I'm like, bruh, I'm being nice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway, let's get into some shit that's ridiculous, okay? Now, when I was writing my notes, I was, perusing the YouTube streets, of course, and I really liked Audio's breakdown. And it's going to seem like the first thing I talk about has to do with ZX, but I'm not trying to, I pre plan my show. Has nothing to do with the fact that he pulled out documents and things like that. This is my show, and it's completely different. And it's about him hoping and praying that the trolls leave him alone. I'm like, man, listen, you are the runner up for the person that cares so much about trolls. We already know who the first one is, but I'm not going to kick him while he's down. You know what I'm saying? The trolls, the trolls, the trolls. But anyway, this is the second time I heard the most ridiculous shit about trolls. ZX is so excited about these new YouTube guidelines, right? Now we got to have like 1,000 subscribers and 8,000 watch hours. Like basically, it went up 4,000 hours. And I'm not going to sit here and be like a YouTube teacher or anything like that because I don't really care. It doesn't apply to me. But he always says like, oh, okay, well, you know what? YouTube did this and YouTube did that because guess what? They're trying to clean up the environment and allow us to do our commentary, and it's going to keep the trolls out of the chat. You block them all. So who gives a damn if the trolls are in or out in the chat? But let me tell y'all how stupid that is, because I've already gone over this, but let's just, say a couple things, right? And I do appreciate the people being in here. I know the YouTube streets are YouTube streeting. So, hey, shout out to the supporters. You know what I mean? I think I got like total supporters, YouTube streets. Let's just say 50. Let's round it out to there. But anyway, the YouTube guidelines specifically says what I just told y'all, but it has absolutely nothing to do with faceless trolls that just want to bother people in the chat and do their thing, because they're not applying for the they're not applying for the YouTube partnership program, right? Could you imagine seeing Molly and a couple other people at worrying about watch hours and being in the YouTube guidelines? It's just so just annoying to me. You know what I'm saying? And hey, shout out to the trolls. I'm here. I'm always here for y'all. The real crazy ones, not so much, but man, listen, I get a lot of stuff from the trolls, and shout out to all them. I love y'all. You know who you are. But anyway, please stop. Please stop. As I said, trolls are not applying for the YouTube partnership program. That's all that it pertains to. YouTube just doesn't want people to, enter the partnership program and then do nothing. Like not do a video for, months at a time. They want to see some consistency, and obviously they're a company that wants to make money. How in the hell are they going to benefit from you if you do one show a month? They want to put freaking ads on here. So yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but I wanted to say, hey, all the trolls out there, chill out. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to anybody else. It's literally if you want to apply for the partnership program. Okay. So we got that all cleared up. So the second thing that I noticed out here was this steak challenge, right? Like cook a steak. And it's funny as hell to me. What's up, Rhonda? How you doing today? Good afternoon. So this steak challenge, all right, the first thing I have to say is I do respect $100 steak. Would I buy the shit and cook it myself? No. I'm going to go to a restaurant and that could buy a whole bunch of shit, because there is a process of cooking a $100 steak, like with your palate and everything else. But let's just go with holding people accountable. All right. I love to hear like something where, hey, I didn't make you say it. So, how in the hell can we make you stand on it? So Malik went ahead and jumped out the window and bet $1,000 that he's going to make a better steak. That's why I called it a $1,100 steak, right? Because you got to pay your $100 to buy the shit, and then like you're risking $1,000, right? But as I said, like, what do we vote on? I'm trying to decide like what do we vote on? I can go get a steak for $15-$20 from the damn. Well, that's yeah. I can go to the steak and or the steak the store get a $10 steak. So I want somebody to lose the money. I really do. If somebody says raw, I'm gonna put up $10,000. I want you to lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody told you to say that, Malik. So I guess since it's your money, you're gonna give us the parameters. Like hopefully you know about palate preparation and all the other stuff. And I don't look things up on Google and print them out and put them on notes to put them up here. I just really know about things like that. Okay. Now, would I even eat $100 steak? No, never. But it is what it is. As I said, I do respect that, but let's figure out something real quick. What's up, arts and crafts? It's not a steak challenge. One of the participants is preparing a steak and their dish. Bits not a steak challenge per se. Well, the reason why I call it a steak challenge, arts and crafts, is because it's basically audio versus Malik. And Malik offered that, the $1,000 to actually go against the steak, and they agreed to make it medium rare because audio based. Well, I mean, audio is right. Most restaurants, the biggest order is going to be medium rare. Would I eat medium rare? No, I eat medium. And if you're at a really, really good restaurant, you can do plus or minus. So I do like medium minus. You know what I'm saying? Because I want a warm center. A freaking medium rare steak has a cool center. I wish I would eat a goddamn steak that's cold. All right. Now I know people are gonna be like, you're tripping or whatever. Yeah, no. They Pittsburgh the steak. Okay. And I'm not here to explain what Pittsburgh steak is and all that other shit because it really doesn't matter to us average people. Okay. You don't think it's weird that they are cooking steak with dental? Jesus Christ. Yes, absolutely. I think it's yeah, absolutely. I think it's weird. Hold on, y'all, real quick. I need to turn my air up. Hold on. All right, my bad, my bad. It's on my phone, but I don't have time to do all that shit. I'm talking to y'all. But Brooklyn Star, good point. What's up, P the panel killer? Good to see you around. P, I want you to be a part of the a man's panel. We are putting back the council. And honestly, the response I got when like 4 or 5 of us fellows were up here, I was like, okay, we have to do that. So you're one of the people that I would like to reach out to. So, stick around sometime. What's up, Black Girls Code? What it do? I appreciate you as always. Actual skin in the game. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Molly. Like we have to, put some pressure on the situation because what are we judging? Literally, if we can't taste something, that's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. You could buy $1 million steak, but if I can't taste it, how do I know it's good? Is it a steak challenge or just a reason to yell at each other? Both. Both. Absolutely, because basically we all know that nobody wants to sit and watch somebody cook a goddamn steak. For sure it's going to be some bullshit, right? If they eat steak well done, listen. Brooklyn Star, have you ever seen like the most embarrassing thing at a steak restaurant when the chef or the sous chef or some some poor individual has to go out there and say, hey ma'am, sir, we do not cook a steak well done here. You might as well go to Kroger and get some beef jerky. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally, like people don't think that that's a real thing, but at the restaurant they will barter with you. I think you might get a discount or something if you get it at least medium well. I don't get it. Like you don't even taste the goddamn steak. Anyway, what up, Blue? I appreciate you. Daquan, what it do? Charlie, what do you got? Hey, Peter Bitter Kidder. Okay, there you go. Cool. I appreciate that. Ness is in the building. Shout out to Ness. Goddamn, I don't even think I'm allowed to talk. I don't even. I'm in a mood today, y'all. So this is gonna be funny, and I'm gonna be laughing at every damn thing. Okay, people think I fake laugh, but I don't because this shit's funny to me. But I don't think I'm even allowed to speak today. I don't even think I'm allowed to speak to this. So in advance, there is no controversy or something we got hidden under the table. Okay, ad not ass. Listen, hey. Ghetto, don't get kicked out of the council, okay? All right, we can't have we will have foolishness, but we have to have some order. Remember, Mr. C, Mr. Carruthers is going to be on the board. Shout out to him. Steaks are meant to be prepared rare or medium rare. Anything else is uncivilized. It is. It is. And arts and crafts, people have to understand palate preparation. Palate preparation. You can't eat like spicy foods and all that other crazy shit before you go and eat that kind of steak because basically it'll taste like the pork chops you just cooked last night. People are stupid. Like, anyway, some people don't even know the difference between a salad fork, a steak fork, or anything else. Like, I watch people eat. I'm like, oh my God, like, where are we? That's the type of place, even if it's nice, that's the type of place where you get your receipt. You're like, what the hell did I buy? Because the tip is added because the tip is added because motherfuckers don't know what 20% means. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to give 10% like I give to the Lord. You're supposed to tithe at church 10%. I don't know if that went up or went down. I ain't been there in a long time. If I went into the church, the priest might throw holy water on my the priest might throw holy water on my ass. Make me go through some kind of ritual to go back to reconciliation. But anyway, I'm not really a good candidate to be in church. Okay. Ghetto, was you looking at wait. Ghetto, was you looking at Miss Ghetto Booty when you type that? Oh my God. Let's go. Let's see. You said I want mine's well done. Oh God. You better go to Applebee's, Daquan. I would be so embarrassed if somebody ordered a well done steak. No disrespect to you, but no. Go to Applebee's, 2 for $25, sir. Black Girl's Cousin said, Love can visit her local meat market or Walmart. I mean, a local meat market at Walmart is way, there's a big gap in quality there. To buy a ribeye steak for $30, I can't understand how she doesn't know that, especially since she's in the beef capital of the U. Right. I don't know why either. And then, can anybody tell me in the comments? You guys are going to get extra credit today. Can anybody tell me in the comments what a blue steak is? What cooking a steak blue? And as I said, I'm not looking up any of this via Google. I just love food. Okay. And if I spend stupid money for food, I want to know what's going on. What's up, Rico? Rico's back in the building. I thought you were gone. You know what I mean? All right. Rico's back. Damn, let's go. We still got to do our show, Evie. I'm at work now, but I got you. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to it because honestly, what I told myself, what I promised myself is that I'm going to turn up. I'm going to match your energy. So I'm going to let you take the lead with me throwing a little of this and that in there, but I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna be like a whole different Envy character for one show, and then you'll probably ask me to do more shows because you'll think I'm like really really cool after that. I can't see Ms. Des. Tell her I said hello. Okay, I don't know who blocked who, but I'm sorry. Unblock each other, okay? I will stop speaking to you if you order a well done. It shows me you're sort of uncultured. Yes, you are uncultured eating a damn well done steak. I don't want no pit. I already told you. Take your ass to Applebee's, 2 for $25. Anyway, all right, let's go. Let's see, Rico. Who didn't I say what's up to? There's Ness again. Yeah, see, and I promise, Ness, I'm putting it on the record right now on this show that I literally am going to be an actor. I wish I was an actor, you know what I'm saying? But like this character that you, well, actually today you're getting more of like me, you know, because I'm laughing. Like that's what I do. I talk shit, I laugh, I have a good time. I don't say stupid shit to get beat up or anything like that, but I like to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like this B.Y.O.B, bring your own bottle that we're going to be talking about in a little bit. Motherfuckers show up to parties empty handed. I wish you would come to my house empty handed. I'm like, hey, do you need me to help get do you need me do you need me to help to get dude do you need me to help you get the things out of the car? I don't have nothing in the car. I'm like, well, I would say, well, what do we got going on? You know, they're halfway to pouring a goddamn cup of my liquor with empty hands. Listen, that's the fastest way to get up out of here. Like, don't act like you have some culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell goes to a place and says, you know what? I'm going to put this bottle of vodka right next to me, and I'm going to grab this cranberry juice right here, and I'm going to make my drinks at your own party. Are you guys okay? I can't. Applebee's be good as listen. Jesus Christ, Daquan, see, listen, bro. You said I like you. I like you. Okay, but you said you want a well done steak at Applebee's, and you said that they could cook. Now, no disrespect to Applebee's people, shout out to you, but they don't want to be there. They got fired being sous chefs or whatever at a nice place. That's like their penalty. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get paid worth of shit. You know what I mean? So who's cooking? A fired bad person is back there cooking. I wish I would see somebody at Applebee's with a chef hat and all that other shit on. I would think it's Halloween and dress up. Come on, Daquan. It matters who's it doesn't matter, bro. Like the shit there is like prepackaged, like MREs. You throw it in the microwave and you throw it in the microwave, and then you damn put the steak on the in a pan, and you flash it. Anyway, you don't flash a pan at all because you like the shit well. So we can't even talk about Pittsburghing a steak or anything else. Daquan, I'm in that mood today where, like, at a comedy show where you point somebody out in the crowd, you start talking, crazy or whatever. But you happen to be that one today because you are the well done steak guy. I got to look at you a little different. I'm always in character sometimes. I know you are, Rico. Jesus Christ. I'm scared of your characters. I don't know. Like when you come into my chat, Rico, I don't know which Rico I'm getting. I gotta take it slow. You know what I mean? And you scare me to death when you hit a link because I don't. Hey, you might be like, I'm walking through. Puerto Rico, y'all. And I'm about, man, bruh, like the last time you took us through Puerto Rico, you're walking in so many damn circles. You went back and forth across the street 900 times to go to that goddamn strip mall or whatever. That was the biggest escalator I've ever seen in my life. But shout out to you. That's the Rico I like. But, you can be sinister. So, you know what I mean? I flip a coin how you're going to act day to day. I mean, you do like some pink, my little Paul Walker. Listen, if you like pink meat, then just don't go there. I don't, I don't understand. Like, if you like, anyway, like, I don't like seafood, but like, listen, you know how many people, especially us black folks, you know how many people think that, hey, I'm going out to a seafood dinner tonight. Well, where are you going? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to like Morton's? Are you going to wherever? I know Morton's, like, the salt, but they do make fish or whatever. No, no, no. I'm really going out for seafood. I'm like, okay, well, I asked you two times where the hell you're going, and then they're like Red Lobster. Red Lobster seafood is Red Lobster seafood is caught in a pond, okay, behind the restaurant. Okay, they take like a bunch of non-grown ass seafood, throw it in that damn pond, and go back there like at midnight, turn all the lights off so you can't see them, and go fishing. Like that's not seafood, okay? God dang. Like that's like somebody telling me that Outback has real steaks. Okay, like all right, let me keep going. Yep, black girls called my dad's cousin. All right, let's go. I don't like Applebee's. No, I don't think anybody does, Lou. Like just a simple step up would be like TGI Fridays, and then you go from there. Um, Nobody likes Applebee's. Why do you think they sell their food? Like literally, they sell the 2 for $20, and then you can upgrade to the 2 for $25 to get an extra potato or some shit. And then they got $2 margaritas, so your ass gets drunk and doesn't know that the food tastes like shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I want to make fun of people and shit so bad, but that's part of my show to tell y'all I have such a disadvantage out here because I can't do shit. Motherfuckers be calling me this and that, whatever, but I'm not going to risk 650 videos on an original channel with 109 videos in the vault to come cuss somebody out and get struck. No, sir. But we will talk about that in a little bit. I'm a real housewife. I got 6 days a week, and I will bring stuff to the parties and potluck as you should. As you should. Listen. Anyway, let's keep going. Applebee's is ghetto. It's worse than ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Like the property value. If you put a Applebee's around the wrong neighborhood, the property value goes down. Like where I live, you can only have signs up to eye level. It's real crazy because it's like a golf cart community, whatever. Because it's tacky. They look at like the big, like golden arches of McDonald's and stuff. Like it's real tacky. If they open up a damn Applebee's within 2 miles of my house, I'd be pissed. You know what I'm saying? Just like they come out here and they veto being able to put public transportation and all kinds of other shit out here, basically to keep certain motherfuckers up out of the neighborhood. You just don't like Applebee's. You're right, I don't. Does that make you feel better? I agree. I don't even remember when I went to Applebee's. It's kind of embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I park way, man, listen, Applebee's is next to Walmart. So I go there, I go to Walmart and I pretend like I'm shopping, so that I don't have to park my car at Applebee's. All right. So I can get the hell up out of there. I wait until, the evening because I don't want to bump into anybody. And I know you're going to be like, well, if you bump into somebody at Applebee's, well, they're there too. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like a passerby. All right. But anyway, shout out to you and your well done steak, Daquan. I got one thing to say to you from now on. I'm going to call you Daquan well done. Now, that sounds kind of zesty, doesn't it? I'm going slow as hell in the comments, like my old ways of the lazy content creator interacts with the comments. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I only got some notes today, and this is my welcome back. We got to basically start from the beginning out here because the haters are going wild. Let's see. Oh yeah, wow, I'm clicking on the same comments. Let me go down here real quick. Sorry. Let's see. We got RY in the building. Rico said if there are some finessers or other type of people, there is time to leave. The value is listen, leave the damn. I don't know why I clicked that damn comment because my dumb ass clicks too many comments without reading them. But this is a finesser friendly channel. Okay. I always make it very, very clear who I want to see, who I don't want to see. I don't kiss ass. If I put like a note or whatever and say, my bad for XYZ acting like this on your channel or whatever the case may be. If I put that shit out in public or whatever, just like I do for Des and, we're going to have a show. This is finesser friendly. So chill out. I got Honey Love over here as a mod. I got Davna over here. So just slow down on the finessers. Okay. I appreciate it, Rico. Anyway, if you have those thoughts or whatever, go to the mirror, say it to yourself, and we'll not let me shut up before you turn into sinister Nyca. Okay, Envy's being a bit elitist. I won't join him in tearing down these people. Listen, I'm tearing down everybody. Okay, because I tear down my people. But see, if I put a little comedy in it, then I can talk shit. Because how can you laugh at me being disrespectful and strike me? Because I'm gonna go to YouTube and be like, do you guys hear me laughing the whole time? This is for entertainment purposes only. I love it when people put a ghetto ass disclaimer that doesn't mean shit. Hey, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is not to bully and harass. And nobody gives a shit about that disclaimer. Are you a lawyer? Okay, anyway, Albies being the hood. Right, it does. Just like that damn, what you call it? Just like that damn, what the hell? Oh, that's just like that chicken place attached to the Baptist church. Jesus. I mean, how much more stereotypical could you be? You know what I mean? Like, all we had to have is a watermelon stand out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go get your chicken, you go to church, then you got a sweet tooth, you get your watermelon, you feel black as hell that day. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep going. What up, Davna? I appreciate you. And I am looking for one of the mods today because I did change some stuff and I want one of the mods to go back and listen to something. It is on members, but I will put it on unlisted and provide the link because it's that important to me. Because when I was going through one of my videos or whatever, I went into the chat and changed a role. Okay, my area veto. Yeah, exactly. We can't. They also vetoed apartments. So I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit y'all. That is definitely very well. I mean, there's a lot of black people that live around me. I mean, everybody in Atlanta is black. So, but it is definitely borderline racist. It is, or not racist, stereotypical. You know what I mean? Like if we put a bus line out here, if we put apartments out here, it's gonna bring these black folks out from the goddamn gentrification area. Do you guys know what gentrification means? No, you don't. So I'm gonna keep going. Yvonne's in here. Sounds like Tal in the house. Jesus Christ. Yvonne, what the hell? What the hell's going on? You're back? You're back? Anyway, Applebee's in my area is a club after 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? ROI, listen. In Chicago, when I lived in Chicago, there was no closing to the clubs. After we left the 3:00 club, they had a club that was open till 10 a.m., right? And they only had one flavor. My dumb ass, I'm looking at there is no sign, there is no menu, there's no nothing. All we could order is wings. It's not flats or drums or I want them fried or broiled or anything like that. And then my dumb ass is like, damn, should I get hot sauce, medium, whatever? This is like the first time I went there. Should I get hot sauce? Should I get medium? Should I get mild? Whatever. Bruh, listen, they use ketchup and hot sauce. And I'm not talking about some kind of secret recipe or anything like that. And I'm not joking. Like they literally use ketchup and hot sauce and you could only order wings. That's it. You get one option or you starve. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it was okay. Maybe because it was 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and I was at a club, but I always thought it was amazing. But damn it, I would not go there during the day. But I swear on everything, they use ketchup and hot sauce as their mix. It's crazy. And they don't even hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like at least they can put it like in a bucket and put it behind. We don't know where. We don't know what's going in there, but they got these big industrial sized ketchups that come from probably Costco or some shit, and they do it right in front of you and don't give a damn. And then they take off. You know how you do hot sauce, or you put it on something that has the top where it comes out slow, so your dumb ass doesn't cover your whole food. It didn't have none of that. They just turned that shit up. So they took that big, that big, those big white tops or whatever. They took that white top off. They just turned that shit upside down, and that was the sauce. But anyway, let's keep going. All right. I don't know why that loser even speaks on us. He doesn't have a pulse on our side. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna let Ness speak back, and shout out to the chat for getting into it. You know what I mean? Sometimes the chat has to have their own live, okay? And we're not gonna discuss different places that chats have to have their own live. Now, I know I'm not the most entertaining person in the world, but there are people that are less entertaining than me. Okay, now if anybody takes that personal, fuck you. But if you take it personal, then that's you. Okay, if somebody said something about me and I take it personal, then that's exactly what I am. Just like when Audio's over there talking about goddamn ZX being called what happened with the two police? ZX was called homophobic slurs. Like, listen, out of all things that police officers could say to a person when they're trying to chill them out, get them arrested, is some homophobic slurs. It doesn't just come from nowhere or whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying what somebody's orientation is or whatever, but that's a little convenient. Let's see, who do we got in the building? Let's see here. Okay. He's only okay. Jesus Christ, he one of them. All right. I teach somebody about steak. What up, Molly? Molly's laughing. Let's go, Molly. You know what I mean? Today is a good day. All right. Don't do that stupid shit in here. Okay. Today is happy day. It's really, really hard to joke around and be jovial and shit like that. But when Molly's in the building, but you've been doing really good. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I was typing and dragging. I don't think that you've seen me drag like that before. You know what I mean? When I was in the comments, because you egged it on, okay? Like, you are to blame for my drag. That was pretty bad. I'm not gonna take shit back with what I was typing or whatever. That was I was outside my body. Like, I was typing past the shit. I had 9 messages ready to go. Anyway, continuing right on. I know. Hey, Fact, what's up? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Now, as I said, how do you just, out of all things, you could have called somebody or called somebody, and they said that they were familiar with him. I already know what ZX is going to say. Because apparently in the report he was waving his arms in the air, acting like he was getting arrested for a murder charge or something like that. I already know what he's gonna say. A black man, and trust me, listen, I can predict the future. ZX is gonna say, a black man gets treated like this by the police, and I didn't want to be thrown on the ground like George Floyd, so I wave my hands in the air for my own safety purposes. I already know that's coming, so whatever. I can basically recite his whole life, or his future life. I'm cloutless today, Molly. How are you cloutless? So bomb. You can't be cloutless, okay? Because you're a person that does have clout. So you can't decide, damn it, when you have clout and when you don't have clout, because you got it, you got the clout. All right. Charlie, I didn't know the place still open. Let's go. Charlie, I used to put steak on grills. Most people I cooked it for never ate medium rare. They wanted theirs well done, cooked through and through. Jesus. Daquan, I don't eat medium rare either, but I eat medium minus. But anyway, I said blue steak. So one of the reasons why you order or buy very, very expensive steaks is because you like it blue. If you guys don't know what blue is, that's literally 2 minutes on one side, you flip it, it's 2 minutes on the other side, and that's it. Okay, there is no cooking really. They just do that to get a little bit of crust. All right. And that's literally the only reason, me personally, I mean, I would never eat blue, but me personally, if I was a person like that, then I would order blue. And don't get freaking tricked. And you know what? Shout out to me. I'm a little YouTuber. Nobody even knows I'm here, really. So I can say this. Oh, God, be careful where you eat a blue steak. You know what I'm saying? Because all Ruth Chris is the leftover. All Ruth Chris is a leftover steak from somewhere a little bit better. Ruth Chris is the biggest freaking scam I've ever seen in my life. You know, and now you know it's been trickled down to us black folks where well, I went to Ruth Chris. Nobody gives a shit anymore. Okay, like at all. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a la carte. They try to like do the extra shit, come out there, whatever. And I'm telling you, that's the person that's about to get fired in about 3 days cooking Applebee's 2 for $25. Okay. Salute Envy said 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. I've cooked it always. Oh my. What's up, Smooth Carter? Smooth Carter, you were laughing your ass off at the Rex short. I want you guys to go watch the Rex short. Like Rex had on paint shorts, Air Force Ones, back when they still made Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? He had paint all over the place. He was walking back and forth. He was painting the house across from his girl's house. How? And I said to him, I said, that house right there needs more than paint. Like, you can't just paint over bullshit and make it look nice. You can make it look better, but you can't just paint over some bullshit and make it look nice. Okay. Yeah, Rex, like, you needed to knock that whole house down for the credibility of your business and then just start over again. Like, literally start over again from the damn. Anyway, let's keep going. Let me not talk about those people because shout out to everybody that has a home. Because some people are about half homeless in this bitch. But anyway, and what I mean by half homeless is in between applications. Like their certification or whatever the hell you get, low income or Section 8, whatever, their damn certification ran out and they're trying to float it. Oh, I need another week or so. I need another 2 weeks or so. Just like Keywan White's dumbass attorneys went in there today in the B.O.B 3 case. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about B.O.B 3 because once I do, I know you guys like hightail it up out of here. But Keywan White's attorneys went in there and asked and put a bunch of motions to get more time to prepare for the case. Okay. What the fuck? Listen, they've had 6 years. They've had 6 years. The judge looked at Keywan White's attorneys and said no. They didn't say no, no, no. They said no, no. With a deep voice, not no, no. No. All right. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. If you can't take my sarcasm, my little jokes or whatever, you're just a bitch. All right, so let's go. Reject finally found a cult to belong to. Oh Jesus, you guys are getting it in. All right, there's Yvonne. Yvonne is still typing, working your way back in. Yvonne, aren't you floored that you're not anyway? I was gonna say blocked, but Yvonne, you know what? I wouldn't block you. We can hash it out in the comments below the description of the videos. Okay, we can write paragraphs to each other again. All right, I really enjoyed that exchange. It can go down in the history books of of a content creator to subscriber going back and forth in the damn comment section that's public. But anyway, shout out to you and shout out to me. Evie, I don't know why you're entertaining these uncouth people. These are, hey, listen, you entertain them. You know what I'm saying? Arts and crafts. I see you in chats and shit like that. You're just as guilty as me. Okay. Vegan. No, I don't want vegan anything. You guys always tell me, you vegan folks always tell me, oh yeah, I had a steak and this and that, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, shit, you're vegan. But then you guys come out with like, it was tofu, wrapped up in basil, and fried golden brown. I'm like, I'm like, you vegan people need to stop trying to fucking, make up some shit that us regular people, and I'm going to say regular because vegan people, I have no idea what the hell y'all are doing. You know what I mean? I would look at steaks and burgers and shit and cry. Blue steak, the inside is still cold. So is medium rare. Yeah, blue steak is like, you might as well just put that bitch. You might as well go to the butcher and just put that bitch on a plate. Literally, the only reason why they put it anywhere is because they just want to, they want a little bit of crust, a little bit of flavor. They want to pretend like it makes sense. My man, I almost fucking, oh man, I did fuck up. All right, so yeah, damn. Wow. Anyway, fuck it. Soundbite. I was reading Rico's comment. It's right here. So when you get this goddamn soundbite, get the comment. All right. My dumb ass starts clicking it. You see, there we go. There's proof right there, y'all, that I click on the shit and I read it before I know what the hell it is, because no way in the motherfucking hell would I say this. Well, I did basically say half of it, but no way in the hell would I say this. It's out of my own mouth without reading it, but we all know that. So, and I'm pretty happy with myself. Rex was cutting up. Yes, Rex was cutting up. Envy protesting. Let's go. Ruth Chris. Now, I mean, nobody should go there. It's stupid. Like, $300 later, you're like, that was all right. And then you take the shit home. Don't take takeout at a nice place, please. First of all, it looks stupid. Second of all, it's not gonna fucking taste like it tastes, period. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Do not take that shit home, because if you order a medium rare steak at Ruth Chris and your dumbass puts that in your air fryer, your microwave or whatever, you just fucked up. All right. Okay. And anyway, all right, let's keep going. That's like don't take takeout at a nice restaurant. I do not care what people say. You just look dumb. Okay. Let me take a half of baked potato over here and cut my steak in half. And I don't know why it sounds so country today. Charlie, hey, you're rubbing off on me. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. ROI Portobello Burgers. Oh, there's another vegan fan. Oh yeah, that's right. What do you all do? Like, hold on, Davna. Like, do you guys take like a bunch of portobello and mushrooms and like pretend like it's a steak? Because I see like these Impossible burgers and shit like that. Just call it garbage in. I'm sorry. Shout out to you. Damn, I'm talking about y'all. My bad. I could probably buy eat that just because I like this. That's talk to text. Shout out to you, Gubs girl. But let me try to translate here. I could probably eat that just because okay. You're talking about the portobello. All right, you guys are going back and forth. Envy is right about Ruth. Yes, I am right about Ruth Chris. Okay. Let's see here. And Big Lobster Tail and the Biggest Dish. My guilty pleasure was Bahama Breeze. Oh yeah. Yes, Bahama Breeze was cool. Outside they had like the gas furnaces, and you had, it was an ambiance, and their drinks were dope as hell. When you go to most restaurants, you start ordering like a frozen margarita or some shit like that, and you got to drink 15 of them to know that you were drinking at all. Like, Bahama Breeze actually has a bunch of frozen ass shit, but they actually put the liquor in it as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bahama Breeze. I could cook one them RY. All right. Look at the ESL favor speak English. Oh boy. Or why salute my mushrooms. I don't. Mr. Carruthers, listen, you salute anything you can digest. Okay? Like, if I was 76 years old, I would be a fan of anything that didn't mess up my whole dynamic of biology. Okay. Like Mr. Carruthers, you're supposed to eat applesauce and could you imagine Mr. Carruthers' body breaking down and digesting a steak? That shit would take forever. You know what I mean? He would have to go out and get all kinds of over the counter medicine and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Carruthers, you might want to fly under the radar when we talk about consuming food, sir. Okay. You were a board member, not a council member. So I could say anything the hell I want about you, but you could actually fire me. But anyway, people try to fire me all the time anyway. So it is what it is. Shout out to me. Let's go. Go get your blood count up, blues. Oh shit. Oh shit. You got it's the finessers versus Rico. I get it. All right. It's titled Best Surf and Turf. Oh Lord. What do you use for vegan wings? There we go. You guys can next time I'm cooking it. No, you're the fuck not. I wish somebody would put a vegan steak on my grill. I would have to like clean the grill for like 3 times over because I wouldn't want that shit to be up in the coils. Could you imagine? You throw a vegan steak on there and then you throw a nice steak on there and it tastes like that bullshit that you put on there before. Absolutely not. There is absolutely no freaking vegan anything going on in this house. All right. Anyway, don't talk to me like, oh shit. Don't talk to me like that. No. No, don't talk to me. No. That's when like the meds start wearing off. You know what I'm saying? It's cool because you could tell. I don't know if y'all actually watch the meds, basically the meds wear off because you could tell it. Like a person starts talking normal, like I'm talking, and then all of a sudden something goes wrong. Like the pre-med situation goes wrong. Like, anyway, we're gonna keep it moving there. All right, I could check out if you want. My last chat to you was you were right about Ruth, Chris. I relax, Yvonne. Just relax. You have a good seat in the house. Okay, don't waste it. Okay. Don't care about Portobello. You guys are going back and forth. It's me versus the vegans. All right. I don't care how trashy it looks to take a doggy bag. I'm doing it. Sorry. Okay. All right, Molly. Shout out. Man, I used to get my aspens to pick up. I know you know. I do know aspens. Jesus Christ. Wow, you picked up aspens. People that really are looking for Cash App Megan or whatever the fuck y'all do out here, Super Chat Megan or whatever. If she picks up a steak at Aspen's, you might want to ask. You might want to ask So Bomb for a few dollars. Okay, uh, you know what I'm saying? Because Uber won't even go there. Anyway, could you imagine at Aspen's if they had like a little shelf right there for Uber and DoorDash deliveries and shit like that? Man, they would fall over, and that's why you had to go pick it up. That shit does not have any delivery service. Okay. But anyway, I usually go to, and they put it in a like a real thick bag so that so that they can pretend that you just picked up a salad. Oh shit! Aspen's put a damn. Well, you guys do takeout? Yeah, we do takeout, sir. Well, what do you offer? Salads. But we don't so about. She went ahead and ordered that. I want to go ahead and get this over here. Do you mind putting that in the bag? Well, ma'am, you're gonna have to walk out the side door if you don't mind, because we don't want anybody to smell that food coming out of a goddamn takeout thing. Anyway. I love Porto. Well, hey, I hate mushrooms, period, because I'm a texture eater. Like mushrooms are no wrong texture. In college, I got invited to a cookout. They were 7-day Adventists. Didn't realize that didn't eat meat. Oh yeah, they had hot dogs and burgers. Hungriest day of my life. Listen, you know what I would have done? I would have left the party for a little bit, went and ate, and then took my ass back to the party. You know what I mean? Just I have eaten many times before I went to somebody's seafood broil or something like that. They're like, "Are you hungry?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, I didn't want to sound, I don't eat seafood, but I didn't want to sound rude. You're supposed to eat whatever the hell they're provided, even if you hate it. You're supposed to take at least a little, side dish or whatever to show the people that well, people don't know how to go to each other's houses, but you're literally supposed to like try everything. So I used to chew it up, go to the bathroom, and spit that shit out in the damn trash can. But it is what it is. I definitely would dip out or whatever. People would be like, "Well, go ahead and grab this." I'm like, I got to make an excuse. I have to make an excuse. You know what my excuse always is about seafood? I'm allergic. That's the best excuse ever. I can't have that because I'm allergic, and they already put it on the damn plate trying to scrape it off. I'm like, how much is another paper plate for me not to have some shit on there I'm allergic to? And I'm not allergic to any seafood at all whatsoever. But it works. It's a good excuse. But anyway, y'all can go ahead and use that at any time. Bahama Breeze had great drinks. Yes, they absolutely did have great drinks. Let's see here. I used to go to Bahama Breeze. Shout out to Bahama Breeze. Yep, there's Mr. Carruthers. Like Mr. Carruthers, like you're taking risks with the way that you eat, sir. Okay. I'll get you. Mr. Williams gonna get you. Oh, Jesus Christ. RY would love the crab cakes. Maybe. I was just gonna type, oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's go. Gubs girls laughing, you know what I mean? It's a laughing type of day. We're having a great Friday. And as I said, I got 50 supporters and they're all here. Shout out to you. Because I'm not going to yell and scream. It's not really dramatic or anything like that. I'm just going to talk shit because the next part of our topic is how are you have nothing to lose. Okay. And then we're going to talk a little bit about B.Y.O.B. And then I don't know. It's not really a drop the link day because I'm going to start bringing back the 1 o'clock shows and I got a lot of shit to do. Okay. Now, I have heard some positive things about me bringing back the 1 o'clock show, so I really do appreciate that. Apparently, you haven't seen what I posted on my page when I cook a meal. It doesn't matter, Carruthers. People post anything. Because what I was going to say to you, Mr. Carruthers, let me give you an example. Apparently, you haven't seen what I posted on my page when I cook a meal. Well, apparently, you haven't seen these catfish ass avatars. Okay? Like, if you post food on your damn wall, how do we know you cooked it, ate it, or anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, as I said, don't believe what Mr. Carruthers puts on his page, and don't fall in love with a picture on the internet because you'll just be fucked. You know what I mean? Make them go to StreamYard, make them FaceTime, make them do something. Just like we have to ask Mr. Carruthers to go ahead and I was about to ask you to FaceTime, but there is absolutely no way in God's green earth that you have an iPhone. Could you imagine Miss Carruthers walking into T-Mobile or something saying, I just need this thing's running a little bit slow and I just need this fix. They're going to be like, sir, is that an iPhone? They're going to be like, we're going to start you all over again with a damn Cricket or not Cricket, but a phone from Cricket. I don't know how you get a phone from Cricket or whatever. Oh, no, Carruthers. You have like one of those refillable things. Like I guess you buy a card and put minutes on a phone or whatever. So we definitely understand that you put all of those credits to take your ass into YouTube and bother us young folks. You know what I'm saying? When you're around, I feel like I got to look over my shoulder to make sure that the grown folks don't hear what I'm saying. Or why am I on Mr. Carruthers today? Jesus. Anyway, like Mr. Carruthers hasn't done anything to me, and I'm sitting here talking shit. But anyway, just my thought, that was foolish. Young folks can be unhealthy than seniors. Listen, we are unhealthy as seniors. That's how you got to be a senior. You know what I'm saying? We have no guarantee that we're going to be a senior. The mere fact that you made it to senior is because we are unhealthy. And back in your days, they didn't put all this bullshit in food. You know what I'm saying? You barely even look, we barely even eat the food that's advertised. You know what I mean? Like chicken breasts are not supposed to be D cups. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll pick up like some damn chicken breast, and I'm like, hold on, man, this looks like this looks like the chicken got a BBL and goddamn felt disproportioned, and then got some D cups put in. Like, don't give me a D cup goddamn chicken breast, okay? All right, let's go. Yvonne, okay, I'm showing out. I absolutely am. Unfiltered Muffy, I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming in the building. I'm on one today, so I don't apologize, but hey, you're here, I'm here, we're having a good time. All right, Barn Dogs in the building. What's up, blue team? Damn, Resto, where'd you come from? You know what I'm saying? Resto, shout out to Resto. I am gonna come over to that channel and watch anime. But at the same time, I want to be able to cut up. I feel like I gotta behave myself over at your channel. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know you're gonna say no, you don't, and it's gonna no, you don't, Envy. But I just feel like I gotta behave myself because the anime folks, man, they know how to hack computers and do the most. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like dragons out here talking about people in my computer watching me do my deliveries and shit. The FBI, the CIA, and the damn Marshal Service or whatever hacked into all my shit. And that's why my green screen doesn't work. You know what I mean? Your green screen doesn't work because your goddamn roommate got tired of your ass and the nigga hid the shit. Because he doesn't know anything about YouTube and thought, hey, if I take this goddamn green screen down, maybe this bitch will get off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that that man we all know that anyway. Let me stop. I can't say that shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway. We know that man only got her in there because he saw those dance moves, you know what I'm saying, a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, don't get mad at me, y'all. I'm just being a straight male right now, yeah, he saw those dance moves. He was like logged into where have we seen those dance moves? Everywhere. They were logged into Pizarro's. We'll just say Pizarro's, right? And he saw those little dances and shimmies or whatever it is, asked for her Instagram, and then all of a sudden her ass was over there. And he said, hey, he was trying to be classy about it. He lets that bitch park the motherfucking bike right in the living room. That's the first problem. But then he started asking, hey, I want you to be comfortable in my house. Is there anything I can get you? She said, take one of them goddamn green sheets off the window, cut that bitch, take four nails and put it in there because I'm a big YouTuber. Shout out to Dragons. I know you got problems right now with you're supposed to sell your body and all this other shit or whatever. People are trying to pimp you out and do the most. So I'm gonna leave you alone a little bit. All right, let's go. All right, I'm sorry in advance for all of my behavior today, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, my favorite number right there. I got to salute it. Thank you for the headphones and thank you for being a member for 13 months. 13 months. Oh my God. Jesus. Let's see. That's like, let me see. Never mind. Shout out to your membership. My bad. Miss Crothers eats well-rounded meals. I know. You guys have to because Mr. Carruthers does not ask for. Listen, Mr. Carruthers is the only one that goes to the restaurant and orders prune juice. Like, sir, oh my God. Could you listen, y'all? Look, Malik and what you call it, audio. We need y'all to make a prune juice cocktail for Mr. Carruthers. Okay, I'm actually writing that shit down. Prune juice cocktail for Mr. Carruthers. Okay. And it has to be virgin. Don't put any goddamn liquor in that bitch. Okay. We don't want to fuck up the prune juice and what it's supposed to be doing. All right. We do care about Mr. Carruthers' health around here, even though let me scroll down here to see if he ran from the chat. Let's go. Woo! Shit. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. There's JB. What up, JB? See, this is one individual right here you can ask for your cooking advice. He said, just saying, hey, I've been in the clouds getting insulted about my steak choices and uncultured nature. What the hell? Oh, damn it. Damn, JB. I really like how you cook, man. You know, like trademark. I mean, trademarks on a different level, you know, no, with all due respect. But yeah. And then JB, I don't know what kind of things you got worked out, but here's what's going to happen to you real soon. They're going to say that these competitions and all that other shit are rigged. Now they usually use other, you know, other things like, oh yeah, you know, you stack the judges and you mod for these judges and you slid them a couple dollars and this and that, whatever. But JB, you are the runner up for every freaking competition we have in this bitch. Like if you are in a competition, I'm like, well, yeah, well that single that takes me out, you know what I'm saying? Because second place is up out of there. And you know, my reputation around here, motherfuckers hate me. So if you think that they would ever give me a vote to get first place, you really need to go get a health check. You know what I mean? Because punch you on the motherfucker. Oh, that's not the one I need, Rick. Black people don't like me. Black people don't like me. Black people don't like me. I'll be over there on your shit. Somebody will punch you on the mother. Okay, all right. So I just had to get the people don't like me. But JB, I have a strange I have a strange sense of humor where it sounds a little disrespectful, but shout out to you. I like you a lot, man. I really do. I really do. From a serious standpoint, I do respect how serious you do take those competitions, and you can cook your ass off straight up. All right. I tell them I only like fruits, cashews. What the fuck? Could you imagine this shit right here? Like that's what you order? Smooth Carter. You Jesus Christ. Like where? All right, let me keep going before you put me on your community wall. You know what I'm saying? Do not end up on Smooth Carter's community wall, okay? Because you're gonna get email from YouTube. All right. Now, don't take this wrong, Smooth Carter. You just happen to be like, you know, somebody I clicked on because I'm making fun of everybody today. All right. Don't get me started on food. Oh shit. All right, let me scroll down. Damn, it's been like 20 minutes since I went. Okay, hold on. We got a couple other people in here. Lou, so true. What's up, Sean? Sean says I mess up anybody's now. I was gonna call you Sean Sensational, but shout out to you. Thank you for being a member. I really do appreciate you, Lord Envy. I know what you're laughing at. I know why you're saying Lord Envy, because I'm, you know, in this mood. It just means I'm well rested and, you know, highly favored. So, you know, only by Jesus. Okay. Like Jesus is like, okay, you know, that's, you know, my son right there. But I've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And hey, it is what it is at this point. We'll have a meeting after he's passed away. That meeting's going to be rough. You know, Jesus is going to send down an angel. I'm going to be knocking at the door. Hey, open up. I'm talking about heaven. Open up. Hey, you're gonna send down an angel, send out an angel that's just, you know, basically like a probate or intern or something. Crack the door open and ask me why the hell I'm there. I'm like, well, I'm dead. What the fuck? What do you mean? I believe y'all made me believe this for 60, 70 years that this shit exists. Oh my God, I called heaven shit. My bad. Y'all told me for 70 years that this place exists and I can't get in. Man, they would kick me back down into purgatory and tell them that they will send for me when they get ready. Then they'll send me a kite. Imagine an angel in heaven say they're going to send a kite. Anyway, let me keep moving because this is bad. Now I'm talking about Jesus and anyway. I'm not dragging you, Jesus. I'm dragging myself on behalf of you. Okay. So please, all right. I don't have many more points to lose of getting in there. You're gonna bring me back down as if you guys believe in reincarnation, I'm gonna be like a mosquito or some shit. Try to duck and dodge y'all swinging that damn thing at me. You know what I mean? That's gonna be my existence. I always wonder like why they're here. You know what I mean? Like, how do you become a mosquito? You're like, oh shit, 4 lives ago, I fucked up. I was a human, then I was a monkey, then I was a dog, then I was a cat, and now I'm a mosquito. I got to work my way back up. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ! All right, keep going, Envy. Keep going. All right. Don't do or say anything that you're going to regret, other than that damn comment you read from Rico. So anyway, shout out to Sound Bites, and whoever gets that and plays it again, fuck you. All right. Anyway, see, you just took my thoughts up. See, you talk about digesting prune juice and all the other shit. Shout out to Carruthers. All right. We can actually make money off of you, Mr. Carruthers. You can actually why don't we brand prune juice? You know what I mean? We can have you on all the panels and shit like that. You can cam up. You can take shots. You know what I mean? Like those fuzz balls or there we go again. There's another sound bite. Jesus Christ, you guys are going to put those two together, but whatever. Shout out to you. But anyway, the fuzz balls or the whatever, we can have like the Mr. Carruthers prune juice cocktail. You know what I mean? I am more than willing to put together the PR program, but I do take about 82% of the profit. All right. Not to change the subject, but Envy, are you and Nyca okay after the mod stick fiasco? Let me write that down. Nyca, mod stick. All right. All right. I will definitely we'll talk about that. Sorry, you probably left that comment 15 minutes ago. I actually JB, yeah, JB is the man. I was just over here tripping. I really do like JB's participation, and I'm not gonna sit here in front. I do look for JB when there is competitions. That's one of the people that I definitely know. If JB signed up, it's gonna be successful. Tiffany, what it do? You always come in with the headphones and you type in the chat. I really appreciate it. Now, what you're going to say right now, I'm going to already tell you the answer before I ask you the question. You're going to say, I be working, while you be live and shit like that. Or I can't do your voice. I be working. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Here's your answer before the question, Tiffany. I be working when you're live, and when you're live at work, I just listen to you. I support you. I'm in the chat, and damn it, just don't take it for granted. I'm like, Tiffany, why don't you ever hit my link? That was the question. All right, I gave you the answer before I gave you the question, and hopefully, you're cool with me after this because I really couldn't do your voice. You know what I mean? You need to be like on the phone doing something. You not like the person you call first. You know what I mean? Like when you call a place for customer service, you're like, you guys triple billed me. Pissed off as hell. You guys triple billed me. I don't have the service. Now I got to reinstall it in my computer. You're pissed off at the person that's like, hello, this is customer service. How can we help you? And you're pissed off as hell. Rah, 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 rah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and transfer you to Tiffany. And then you get, hello, how are you doing today? How the fuck could somebody be mad at that voice? You know what I'm saying? Like that calms the whole situation down. You need to go ahead and uninstall your program. And then after you uninstall, you need to go ahead and shut your computer off and shut it back on to make sure that your graphics card is okay. And I'm sitting over here an hour and a half later because I love your voice doing all the dumbass shit that you're asking me to do. Anyway, let's keep going. Why you lying on the man? There's JB. What up? Thanks, y'all. No disrespect taken. I'm in the cloud signing. I'm listening. I just like to have fun, be creative, and be adventurous. I like stepping outside the box. That's why I said it. I was very I didn't even look at your comment, JB. I was being very, very genuine because you do have that spirit. You do bring the extra fun. You know what I mean? And I love it. I love it. Like, you're always going to understand like the envy character versus me. I don't want you to take it like I've been joking this whole time and I'm saying this, so I'm being sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic, trolling, whatever. Shout out to you. You're a really, 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 really good addition to, let's just say, the sector. Envy doesn't have any authority to say who's in the beef sector and who's not, because he's not even in the beef sector. Chill the fuck out. I'm just saying that JB brings something to the table to a lot of the content that's not contenting. Jesus Christ. Like, we've been reduced to talking about potatoes and goddamn steak. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm talking about the shit too. Let's see, and I got to get to Black Girls Code's question. Let's see, Black Girls Code. Black Girls Code. All right, I even wrote your name down so I know who the hell I'm addressing. Yvonne, let Lemon tell it. I am Ashy Voice. Oh my God! Wow, Ashy Voice Granny. Jesus, Black Girls Code. Come on now. I mean, three insults in one question. Let me see. Yeah, three insults. Well, Granny's not a. Well, I guess if you call somebody Granny, is that an insult? You're supposed to call them grandmother? Anyway, we'll say it's three insults in one sentence. But I'll be that, especially when he shows an unhealthy friendliness toward your neighborhood boys. Let's go. He's so behind. Please, I will go to Black Girls Code question. All right, there's Tiffany. I'm glad that you're laughing and having a good time with it. And he does a small segment on it. Damn it. I I'm trying so hard to stop doing that. I do a segment. No, here's what I cut off though. I used to tell somebody I used to sound like a damn stalker reading comments because I'm like, I saw you over at Lolo's and in the chat over at Lolo's, you were saying some positive things about my show. And then when you went over to Nessa's, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was on the panel saying something about me, and I really do appreciate you swinging, you know? Hey, yeah, I used to do that dumbass shit. At least I stopped doing that. You know what I mean? But yeah, there is a little segment after I click on somebody's comment. I'm at work now. If you give me some grace. All right, Tiffany. All right. You know what I mean? You got grace. I appreciate the fact that you're always at work. You know what I mean? Listen, Tiffany. Remember when I said like my best excuse when I go to people's house when I don't want to eat their food is that I'm allergic? Your excuse to never hit my platform is that you're at work. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. Shout out to the Black people that have jobs. All right. All right. Anyway, and my thing is, hey, if you get mad at me about saying something about groups of people and all kinds of stereotypical shit or whatever, I'm Black too, regardless of popular opinion. It's actually harder to be two races than one. Do you know how many times I've anyway, you know how many I was gonna say I used to stay at the pool like extra. You know what I mean? Because like I really needed a tan. I was a little bit darker. I don't know what the hell happened. That's probably because I didn't drink Carruthers prune juice or whatever. Anyway, let me go on and talk about the dumb shit because Molly's about to blow a gasket if I don't talk about that mod stick bullshit. Everyone better get ready to support beef sector content creators because StreamYard just charged it. Oh shit! So grown up motherfuckers in the bag for 44. Oh Jesus! Woof. What's up, Roxy? Appreciate you being here still because your comment was about an hour after I decided to get to it. Not decided to get to it, but actually got to it. I need to stop my segment. Davna is definitely keeping a stopwatch for me like Envy. Why have you been talking for 15 minutes on one comment? My bad, Davna. Shout out to you. Change the subject. Envy, are you? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know if you guys. Okay. Oh, there's. Okay, it's vibrant. It's vibrant. All right. I thought it was Yvonne picking on me. You know what I mean? I always look at the color there and the V. I forget. Like if I ever cuss you out, vibrant, I meant to do it to Yvonne. All right. But anyway. 6 months. Not to change the subject. Okay, well, we won't change. What's up, Miami Popo? All right, let me get to that real quick. Then I'm a hardworking woman. I got to eat, and I just bought a new car. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? And I love to hear that. And we can pass around a double dose of ambition to several of these people, several my ass, to dozens of people out here. But anyway, thank you, the broccoli. All right, there's Jasmine in the building. Hold on a second, y'all. Damn, let me put this on mute because y'all are gonna hear my med check. Hold up. You know, I just thought about. I thought about why would I put myself on mute and tell y'all what I'm doing? But anyway, let's keep moving. Let's go into the or not the dumb shit, the bullshit. You guys want to know about the Nyca mod stick, all that other situation. Okay, so I'm gonna explain this in the best way I possibly can. All right, so we all know Lady Nika and I went back and forth. Not like yelling, cussing out, disrespectful or anything like that. There was just a couple incidences, right? On her panel and on Pizarro's panel. We don't need to talk about the incidents. You either know or you don't. Don't really want to harp on anything or open up wounds. I'm not a person that takes 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. So we'll just say that there were some instances that she wasn't happy with and I wasn't happy with. It was pretty mutual, right? Then I was supposed to have a conversation with her. Okay. And one time that I went into her chat, now this conversation was lingering. Something happened at her panel, then something happened at Pizarro's panel. That's when I was supposed to have the conversation. And I was in her chat maybe 3 days, 4 days, or whatever after we were supposed to have the conversation. Now, I was typing and I was like, okay, hey, Lady Nyca, I'm not avoiding the conversation. I definitely want to have it. But at this time, like, you got a turned up panel and I don't want to come up there and make it go, because there were some people up there fired up, that regular like scratching on the panel and doing all that type of show. So I typed in the chat, I said, this isn't probably the most appropriate time for me to go up there and explain this because, at this time, the last thing I need is, hey, you came up there and ruined the content. Envy's always got to make it about himself or some shit. Bitch, I don't have to. I'm not saying bitch to her, but I'm saying bitch to people. Bitch, I don't need to make it no goddamn about me. How often do you see me on a link in a chat or whatever? Not much. And again, let me repeat this again because I don't need a show and a fucking bunch of people in there that are hating and calling to get my mind stick taken or whatever. I don't need all that, so I'm not calling her a bitch. It's general. I'm calling everybody a bitch because if you don't like anybody, then you don't get disappointed. Anyway, all right. So we were supposed to have that conversation. That conversation did not was not had. Okay, so I am responsible. I take accountability for dragging it on. Okay. I drug on that conversation with Lady Nyca because I didn't necessarily know how it was going to go because a lot of the not a lot, but the things that we had to talk about were sensitive, dramatic, somewhere along those lines. So I never, ever will tell you all anything that happens behind the scenes. Nothing. You're not going to see a text. You're not going to see Instagram. You're not going to see shit. But I will tell you, her and I did have extensive communication behind the scenes. And I'm not talking about talking, just her and I really came to The best way I can explain it is we pretty much had the conversation via Instagram. Okay. And her and I pretty much decided on Instagram. We got to a certain point where we're typing, here comes a message, here comes a message. I would send one, she would reply. I would send something, she would reply. We were doing a really, really good job. And behind the scenes, we pretty much just, I mean, have you ever like had differences with people that you really like and you look at each other and say, why are we actually mad? Let's just pretend that we had the rest of the conversation because this really isn't a big deal. That's what happened. Okay. In our conversations, it was definitely like that. I did not like harp on anything that she's done or whatever. I didn't say, hey, this is why I'm mad at you, this and that. She didn't say, hey, this is why I'm mad at you, this and that. It was definitely more on a friend to friend basis. And I do appreciate the communication that we did have because it was, I could say this, it was very genuine. It was very, it's almost like, I don't know. It was genuine. And the vulnerability in me came out, right? Along the lines of talking about raising up my spirits and always keeping Ness, Pizarro, and Lady Nyca as my three people that I would never ever, turn on or talk shit about or whatever that I feel like I would protect, even though you guys don't think I protect people, but that's just how I felt about those three or whatever. So, in my opinion, unfortunately, when things are done behind the scenes, people in front of the scenes don't know. Okay. So the people in front of the scenes, all they saw is us not having a conversation at all. All right. So us not having a conversation at all, obvious, or us not having a conversation in front of the scenes rub people the wrong way. Okay. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to use Ness as an example. All right. Now, I want to play a short for y'all. This was like really, really long. This was a long, long time ago. And people, yeah, it was a long, long time ago. And people think that I manufacture things, kind of guessing on what's going to happen. Hold on a second. This is important. I promise. Just be patient a little bit. I promise. This is important. Let's see here. It's about Ness and Shakib's relationship. Okay. I'm already gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Hold up. Let's see. This is why I love my channel so much. This is why I gotta shut up a lot of times when I want to say crazy shit to people. Request sister allow. Okay, let's go. And this is definitely it's going to literally guide me on answering the Lady Nyca question, as I can. Okay, hold on. Okay, all right. Now, I got a receipt for everything. Okay, now I want you to listen to this, and I'm going to tell you exactly, as I said, I'm going to tell you exactly. TSW, just drop it down and say hello. I appreciate you, and be telling you to let compassion and empathy, so don't expect much from him. Is telling you that he lacks. No, I don't lack it. I'm not like this. Like, I am. I don't know. I'm rough around the edges, but once you get to know my heart, you know that I'm very genuine. What's up, Bush baby? I know you said huh. I have no idea what the hell that means. Are you talking about huh based on me explaining what's going on with Lady Nyca? But anyway, no, it's not a hunt. Trust me. I know what I'm doing when it comes to explaining things, right? So let's listen to what I said about Ness and Shotgun's relationship because it literally relates. All right. And I'll tell you, just give me a chance. All right. Okay. Let's listen to this real quick. Let's go. Now, one of the strongest relationships on YouTube, and I'm not just saying this because she got here, would be Ness and Shakim, right? The reason why is because I'll tell you one reason why, right? So we all know that they stayed in Vegas an extra day. And they talked to each other. That's how he got his name, Shah, right? They talked to each other. And I know it got deep and things like that. But you know what? We've never heard anything that they've talked about. Nothing. Not a single thing. And the crazy thing is they've been mad at each other. They could have dropped that information at any given time, or whatever. Ness pops in his chat, he pops in her chat, shares each other out, whatever. There's not a stipulation. There's a mutual respect there. There's no stipulation like you got to do this, and this, and I'll support you. So I really wanted to say that.
Oh, her curly tail.
Now, one of the strongest relationships on YouTube, and I'm not. All right. So anyway, how does that relate at all whatsoever? I mean, okay, listen. I'll go back up into the comments in a second, okay? Because this is important because it ties in. All right. So the only the only frustration I have with Lady Nyca about that whole situation is I thought she knew her people better, and I thought that she could handle it a little bit lighter. And what I mean by both of those things, right? If I know my mods and I should basically kind of know. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. So I don't freaking lose my train of thought. Jesus Christ. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Uh, and okay. Okay, so let's start because I already talked about behind the scenes, right? So let's start there. Now, since we've had really, really good dialogue, even when you get vulnerable, whatever the case may be, I kind of expected it to be taken care of a different way. It was damn near a humiliation ritual. You know what I'm saying? Because basically what happened was I don't know, like her mod stick. I don't remember what happened. Maybe I was like tripping one day and took people's mod sticks. Whatever. I don't know. But she didn't have one here, right? So I didn't have one there. She didn't have one here. That was the whole like us having our issues, right? So after we had these communications behind the scenes, I was like, you know what? I sent her a message that I said, welcome back to Blue Team. I've always wanted you to be here, and dot dot dot, right? Okay. So if we've had that communication behind the scenes, number one, I really think like the show could have gone on because she got a phone call. When she got a phone call, we already know what that phone call was. It probably was something along the lines of, "Hey, if I'm going to be a supporter of yours and I'm going to be a mod of yours, Envy can't hold a wrench over here. Period." You know what I mean? Whatever phone call she got, in my opinion, I would think that she would know that person well enough and stand up and say something along the lines of, "I will take care of it after the show," right? And that would have meant that would have made sense to me. Or you could have taken care of it right then, because just message me. It doesn't have to be part of the content. One thing that Lady Nyca says is you're not supposed to make your friends content. That's what she says. She says two things: go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. And what the anyway, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Great. All right. So all I needed was a message. That's what I am very disappointed in. Like it could have, hey, hey, I'm gonna handle this. It just doesn't have to be like dramatic. Okay. I could have picked up my phone, saw a message, and Lady Nyca could have said, "Hey, I really got something to talk to you about after the show, and we'll handle that business. At this time, whatever, at this time it's something for us to talk about." Now my thing is if I've never talked to her behind the scenes or anything like that, I could not sit here and say, "Hey, since we've had all this communication, why couldn't it been that next thing?" I never would have done that in front of people, ever, 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 never. Because what? You're not supposed to make content about people that you call your friend. and you call me your friend like a lot, and I call you my friend a lot. I did one show that added Lady Nyca into some of the commentary, and the commentary wasn't bad. It was just like talking about an issue that was going on that had to do with her or whatever. And I was like, yeah, okay, I think I messed up or whatever. Hey, if I got her name in my mouth, then she can have my name in her mouth, and she has. So that's my only issue. That's my only issue because it makes me feel like it was partially on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, just send me a message. And then when you're finished with your show, we didn't have to do a dramatic close down the show and all this and that. All you had to do is just continue. And, hopefully hopefully her mod would respect her enough where she would handle the business the way that she knows, because she did come back and she's like, I got a list of my den mates. I've gone against them in the past with certain situations or whatever. And, I know my den mates, they're like family. So basically she's talking into existence what I'm trying to explain to you all. If I know somebody like family, they're going to trust that I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to handle my business. So do I have a problem with Lady Nyca? No, I don't. Um, it I look at the way that somebody feels about another person is when things are bad, not when things are great, the parties are going and everybody's happy or whatever. I watch how people behave when shit is bad, like that Ness and Shakim thing. All right. The Ness and Shakim thing is, I didn't have like a crystal ball. I'm tying this in. Trust me. I didn't have a crystal ball or anything, but you got to understand how unpopular it was for Ness to stand next to Shakim in this latest situation, right? Or not situation, but basically like multiple situations or whatever, right? And Ness knew her bonds so well, where I guarantee you some people were like, what the hell are you thinking? Lady Nyca says she's the CEO of her own show. So if you say you're the CEO of her own show, then she made the executive decision to override my feelings. Period. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And that's why that's why I rolled the Ness thing in. Ness knows her people well enough, and she went against the grain of something that's extremely unpopular. And I would next to guarantee that there was plenty of communication between her and Shakim, kind of walking through like, hey, you're kind of messing up here. Maybe you want to take a step back. Maybe you might want to start, stop tripping. If you ever want to be in the circle again, it's something that you have to work yourself into. And then boom, we see, him in blue. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not Ness's freaking mind or anything, but I'm pretty sure she got a lot of hell. So do I expect the same? No. But I thought that I put Lady Nyca, Ness, and Pizarro on the same level of respect, how they, their character, how they deal with things or whatever. You know how long ago I made that short with her and about her and Shakim? I made that right after Vegas. like a long time ago. And there's been a lot that transpired. So does that answer y'all's question? Without me talking in circles, keep going. Does that answer y'all's question? Shading or playing. I'll read that. I want to stick to Yvonne. I'm going to come back to the comment. I want to stick to exactly what I'm saying because I got like a train of thought right now. What's going on, teasing you? I appreciate you being here. Let's see. You're about to crap your pants over this Nyca thing. Doing it like this will annoy subscribers and not make the CCs treat you differently. Okay, well, who cares? If people can't take in what I'm saying, I'm not going to change myself for subscribers, for CCs, for anybody. Like either people are going to really appreciate what I'm saying or they're not. Like I can't force people to come here and I can't force people not to come here. I get scared to death when I go over 300 or even 200 people because I know a lot of them hate me. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like these dubbers right here. So so I assume that people are my supporters right now because they're not number chasing like a lot of other people. I'm gonna go watch this person because all the cool kids are over here. And then when my shit goes crazy, hey, envy, heart, envy, heart. You're just here because there's a bunch of bullshit going on and there's 500 people in here. So anyway, shout out to my supporters. But anyway, did that give you guys? LOL, it was handled unprofessionally. It was. It was. And my thing is, why? Like, that makes me question everything we've talked about. And my thing is I've sent her things and showed her things of just YouTube and my intentions and the things that I've chose to do or not chosen to do because of my respect for her, and actually I was going to say and other people, out of respect for her personally. So it did not have to be theatrical. And what that does is that puts us in a situation where it's null and void that she's going to be content or anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it there's let me ask the chat real quick. Let me ask y'all. Do you think that was done intentionally? Like, as a humiliation ritual type situation? Do you guys think that was done out of the fact that she didn't want to make that quick decision and she was kind of like, I got to come back live to tell my people that I handled certain things because I want to do it in public so that everybody knows I made the decision that I care about my den mates or whatever the case may be, which I don't really understand that because if I wouldn't be in blue the next time if I chose to go back, right? So you don't really have to come on and announce that my wrench is gone because it's fucking obvious. When I type in the chat, I'm not going to be in blue. And if I choose not to go there, which I think that mods should obviously always be there. I don't care if mods are here for 2 minutes or 9 hours or whatever. I do think that you should at least wave your hand, say, hey, whatever. And hey, you can move on down the road after that. I'm not, I don't control people. Mods are here to help protect the channel out of their own free will. And I don't control them. I don't get it. If you make somebody a mod, all right, like if you make somebody a mod, I just think that they have a level of closer relationship in whatever way. Like, you may never even talk to a mod offline, but you have a different relationship than they know you. Like, she's never seen Pizarro and loves the lady. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, do you guys, you guys can say whatever you want in the chat, or you could tell me, shut the fuck up, stop talking about it, or you can say, hey, we want to know a little bit more about this. But that's the best way that I can answer the damn question. And I took 25 freaking minutes to say it because it's something uncomfortable for me to talk about. It's something uncomfortable for me to talk about because I'm going to sit here and tell you all, like, not a lot of people would. Okay. And I don't want sympathy. I don't want like a message, something to change or whatever. But I'm not trolling. I promise. I've literally lost sleep and shit over that. Okay. Literally. I've literally lost sleep. I've lost motivation. I've lost spirit. I've lost a lot. And I already know, hey, screen record this or whatever, I'm going to end up on community walls, but I can only keep it real, right? If you replay or try to put me down or try to do whatever you need to do, not her, but just people, it's just me being real. It's recorded. I'm saying it right now. You think it's easy for me to say? Lost sleep, lost motivation, really didn't want to go around her, didn't want to go in chats where she was or whatever. So if you really want to know how I felt about it, I'm more hurt and disappointed than I am angry, if that makes any sense. Not angry at Lady Nyca. I'm disappointed and hurt. Okay. So there you go. Let me know. It was handled right. Very unprofessionally. Crazy. Great live envy. I appreciate you, Noble. Also, Noble, if you heard what I said to Ghetto, I definitely want you to be a part of that man's panel because, you know, you were actually one of the people that were up here when the people said, I really like the gentleman up there talking about, you know, whatever they're talking about. So I definitely want you to go chop it up. Thank you for your support. Yes, Noble. Yeah, thank you for the $5. I really do appreciate that. And I did hear that Noble got rid of the chickens and stuff like that. So we're just screwed on that situation. Like we don't got Raheem or Pete. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened, Noble. Like we got on you or something that you had to get rid of a chicken and a rooster, but you know, hey, none of my business, I guess. Shout out to Pete and Raheem. Hopefully you're living a better life. Maybe they went over to Vic DeBone's house since y'all both live in Detroit. Okay. Shout out to Vic. Vic tried to pay for the freaking pull up 2.0 between audio and lemon. That was very interesting. Hi, I'll pay for the round trip for y'all to beat each other up. Like, I still want to know how you call Uber after you do some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Hey, meet me around. I'm gonna run. I just busted this. I just busted on this nigga. I'm gonna be around the corner, you know, 3 blocks away. But if you see me running, I have a red shirt on. Pick that guy up. Anyway. Then the Uber driver becomes a freaking accomplice. You know what I mean? Because they think that he's a getaway driver. You know, one of the dumbest things that Uber did is add the courier service. You know, me sending some kind of business thing to that thing, whatever. If you don't think the courier service, if you don't think Uber's courier service is just the middleman, the plug between the plug and the consumer, yeah, Uber's driving around that goddamn work. But anyway, shout out to Uber. Arts and crafts. Let's go. So is that enough on that particular part of the show? I just exasperated that. I just went on and on. I go on and on about it because if something doesn't feel good, if something hurts you, if something bothers you, it's almost like even though you repeat yourself, even though I'm talking in circles or whatever, it feels better talking about it than holding it in. Okay. So I'm actually glad that you guys answered that question. So in conclusion, I don't have a problem with Lady Nyca as a whole. I just wish that would have been handled a different way because I never, ever, ever in life would I have put her in that humiliation situation. It's going to take me a minute to probably get over it, but you know, forgiving and forgetting is definitely not something that's going to happen. The forgive part, sure. The forgetting, never. But anyway, not sure what went wrong, but you're good, dude, in my book. I appreciate that, Tiffany. Stay strong. You're new out here because people are going to try to influence your thoughts. Okay. As a new content creator, just go with what feels good for you. You know what I mean? You know, unbiased and not being pulled in because people use you as a toy as being a new content creator. Okay. Let's see. There's Honey Love. There's my Honey Love. Hey, I'm only looking for. Let's see. I'm specifically looking for one more mod. But thank you very much, Honey Love. You're definitely one of the people that I look for in a consistent basis. And I did mention you a little bit earlier as a shout out to the finessers because there was a little bit of a little bit of attack. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Honey Love. All right. If you guys have, okay, let me scroll back up real quick. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything important. Okay, you said I like Ness, Bizarro, and Nyca, but you don't need to talk about them like they are CEOs or the mayor of the city. I bite your words. Speak English. Jesus Christ. Molly is just ridiculous. I do hear you. Good, Yvonne. I'm literally being as vulnerable and honest as I can. And is it an easy thing? No, because people already call me weak because they don't think I stand up for people and shit. And we're going to go right into that right now. That's a great transition. Good job, Envy. So people in this week and not paying, not protecting, and this happened over here and that. Oh my God, you got to jump out of your seat and make a move and this and that. I don't fucking take any direction from any of y'all. None of y'all. None. People just don't understand how I fight. If you guys look at the emojis when that whole baton thing came up, like what did I do? Do I still have it in my little archives here? Hold on, taking the baton, that whole VS shit, take the baton, give it back, and all that bullshit or whatever. Did I not? Like if I put something up like this, right? I'm gonna explain now, okay, what this means and whatever. Anybody can get pissed. It is what it is, right? So when VS and I had a situation or whatever, I'm showing y'all how I fight back, okay? For the most part, I do it I like psychological warfare. And you know what I mean if you fucking look at what this is. Okay. So we had a situation where I was doing some content creator stuff. I believe that VS was very tuned in and kind of liked what I was doing, right? So she put up on her community wall back then, and it said, like, I'm passing the baton to Envy. And the baton was because she was going to take some time off, do her shopping. I know that she moved. She wanted to get her place set up, and she was going to be on YouTube a little bit less than she was. So she said that she was passing the baton. Okay. So then I did whatever. I don't even remember. Like, pissed her off somehow. I don't know. But I think that was casualty of war, to be honest with you. But anyway. So what does this mean right here? She knew what it meant. And y'all should have known what it meant. But y'all don't think I fight just like y'all want to, and I'm going to tell you why, because I don't want to lose my channel. But anyway, we'll get into that in a second. Okay. So if you pass a baton to somebody in a 4x4 relay, that means that they go on with the race, right? And you saw a hand go back or whatever. So I was the fourth leg in the 4x4 relay, that last 100. Okay. So what I did was, in this picture, okay, I take the baton, but do you see this finish line right here? This finish line is what I crossed. She passed the baton to the person that finished the race, who actually got the bag. That's how I fight. I know you guys think it's like out there or whatever, but like, just because I fight in subliminals and shit like that. And the reason why the baton is there is because I'm giving it back to her after I got the bag. Okay. Because she put on her community wall, I'm taking the baton back. Well, here it is. I was giving it back after I won. It's fucking obvious, right? Do I have to explain it again? She gave me the baton. She went away. I finished the race. And because I finished the race, I got the bag because people were watching to see how I would handle the situation, because you could never win the race if you pass the baton because you're not the last leg. Okay? That's how I fight. But anyway, you guys don't like it. You want me to go scream and holler and crash out, lose 4 or 5 channels or whatever the situation may be, but I got to be careful. Okay. I wish I had the advantage that y'all do. I would do anything in my power, and then other people will tell me, well, just have a backup channel. If you feel like you're going to go off or you're going to go sideways or whatever the case may be, have a backup channel. There's no such thing as a backup channel. All right. Period. And I'm going to tell you why. This happened to me and I didn't even know this existed. Okay. So my dumb ass, not my dumb ass, but well, not my dumb ass this time. But anyway, I turn on YouTube just like regular or whatever. I'm looking at YouTube and I'm like, all right, cool. As I was watching bullshit on YouTube, I checked my email. Man, or wait. No. When I was watching YouTube, the top of it was red. And that bitch, listen, YouTube had the audacity to tell me, you need to sign up for, or would you like to sign up for your YouTube premium? I'm like, sign up for my YouTube premium. What the fuck? I got YouTube premium right now on a family account. Like, you remember how Netflix, remember how we had Netflix? All we did is just share login information and 10 people had it where, you know, in whatever state they were in. I thought that's how YouTube premium worked. Steal the shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say stealing the shit. People are gonna take that and yeah, I'm gonna be some kind of fucking I'm gonna be some kind of online criminal or some shit like that if I keep saying that. But anyway, so I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? So I went to my email. You know what the hell YouTube why they're canceling my YouTube premium September 10th? Okay. They said because I do not reside nor have I been in the area of the family manager. I'm like, what? What the fuck? You have not, I had to read it twice. So I'm going to tell it twice. You have not been in the vicinity of the family manager. I'm like, how the fuck do you know where I'm at? I'm tripping. I'm like, hold on. I'm looking around and shit. Like, YouTube doxed me. You know what I mean? I thought it was against community guidelines not to dox people. Like, YouTube doxed me, y'all. Listen, they knew where I was when I turned on YouTube Premium, where when the family manager was traveling, where he traveled to, and all this other shit. I'm like, hold on. So you know what that means? You know what that means? That means that YouTube was running IP address scrubbers and all that other shit. Them motherfuckers knew I was in Atlanta and knew the family manager was in Florida. Because they sent him a message too. You reside in the state of Florida. We do have a individual on YouTube Premium that resides in Atlanta. So you guys have 30 days to fix that up. Got doxxed by YouTube. Okay. So if you think that you got a backup account where your dumb ass could go say and do whatever the hell you want, you don't. And we could sit here and say, "Oh, I put the Google name and my neighbor's in my name. I put the Google account, my neighbor's name, and made up a phone number." And it doesn't matter. Do you guys know how this shit works? If you use the same device, dumbass, to go from your main channel to your backup channel, you're still you, idiot. Like, nobody gives a damn about putting shit in somebody's name and all this other bullshit or whatever. It's the goddamn ID connected to your device. Like, do I have to sit here and explain SIM cards and shit like that? Really? Like, why do you think that your cell phone provider sends you a goddamn SIM card? That lets them know everything that you're doing so that they can sell advertising to the places that are around you. So anyway, that's why I don't have the opportunity to go to a backup account and act like an asshole, because I already told y'all I got 650 videos. I got a gazillion shorts. I got community walls and shit. I've done blood, sweat, and tears on this damn account where I'm not going to go out here and do, like, I want to cuss all y'all out. You know, the diabolical shit I wish I could say to 90% of y'all. It would be awful. Like, you guys would have some kind of, I mean, not that you don't have a campaign to kick me out of wherever, which you can't because it's content. Like, you're either going to watch it or you're not. I don't need haters to feel like they won because they don't support me. Really? But anyway, like, that's why. Okay. You guys have the luxury, and the reason why a lot of y'all have the luxury is because you could lose an account and open up a new one the next day and not give a damn. because both of them are non-monetized, right? So every time I go piss somebody off, literally, it could be in a chat or whatever, I literally get messages. I get messages. I know who trolls are. I know all the way from deep trolls to fun trolls. I'll get a message saying, "Hey, Envy," like they're like dry threats. It's like, "Hey, Envy, you were out in the YouTube streets and you brought something back here, and don't you think that people should be? Don't you think that you use trigger words? Don't you think that people are going to feel uncomfortable about the things that you said? We're going to have to look into this further because your behavior is crazy." And I'm like, "What the mine?" Compared to the people that cuss folks out and say the most diabolical things, my behavior is out of line just because I might say something about the wrong person that knows a person that knows a person that knows that person, and I get 9 flags, 6 emails, and all this other bullshit. You guys have the luxury of not having to protect a monetized channel that you give a shit about that almost has 800 pieces of intellectual property. So if you guys wonder why I don't go out here and scream, holler, whatever, it's not me. I tell y'all that it's not me to go on panels and then come back to my channel and drag and whatever. That's not me, but trust me, I've stopped myself 100,000 times from doing what I want to do. So when people are commandeering me over to their panel and then they tune in because they say, yeah, it's clickbait over there because he's gonna cuss somebody, I'm not crashing out for y'all, because guess what's gonna happen if I lose my channel and call one of y'all? You're gonna laugh because I'm just not a puppet. You know what I mean? I've been out here doing this shit for like 8 years. I already know when sabotage is brewing. So it's just not gonna happen. So if you look at protection and all the other stuff, I think that everything is going to be okay online. If you want me to protect myself or protect anybody else, tell me that you're on the way. And I don't want to sit here and talk about pull-up games and who's tough and who's not tough or whatever. But if you want to see like the real me, pull up and we can do whatever it is. I will match your energy. You want to have a conversation? We'll have a conversation. You kick in my door, I'm going to shoot you. You try to take my business, I'm gonna sue you. It's very, very simple with me. I don't give a fuck about this online shit. I am not an internet character. Well, yeah, I am. I'm an internet character, but I'm not internet. What did you say? I said that going to get a lot of people busted. Yeah. Anyway, also, last thing about what I have to lose if I go do some dumb shit. If fifth graders dealt with peer pressure, okay? Like we deal with peer pressure, but there needs to be an age where you don't give a shit anymore. You know what I mean? Like if you let people control you at age of 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, you're an idiot. Like you don't have your own self. And I refuse. Okay. So I am in multiple algorithms. As you all know, I've been in Mo3 sector, prison sector, beef sector, black sector, and manosphere, and everything in between, right? Now, in every channel, usually they're bigger content creators than me, but in every channel that I've been to, with the hashtags and the mentions and all that other stuff, this channel is connected to a lot of algorithms. I can literally at the drop of a dime like this. That's why I laugh when people are like, let's black them out. Let's put a petition against envy. You can't, because I'll just dip and go over here for a minute and come back, because I'm in the prison sector algorithm and all that other stuff. So my thing is, I'm going to give you an example. Imagine if a person with 10,000 subscribers in a lot of different algorithms and people come over that you've never seen before. Why would you lose that momentum? Like we do have, there is a, believe it or not, you can make money doing YouTube. Okay. Like this entertainment is not free. Not real content creators. They have to go out and do research. They have to take notes. They got to do everything like a lot of other people do. or I mean that the real content creators have to do. A real content creator isn't screaming and hollering all fucking day. Okay. In my opinion, if that applies to you, it applies to you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay. So that's that. That's whatever. All right, that's you guys put me in the Lady Nyca thing. I told you about the YouTube is not going to stop trolls. Thank God. Told y'all about got nothing. Other people don't have nothing to lose. Talked about you should never eat a well done steak. If so, you got to take your ass to Applebee's. But okay, let's close out with BYOB. All right, so I heard a BY. You said Envy. Do you think Nyca allows others to control her channel? To a certain extent, yes. Yes, I do. To a certain extent, because there's several reasons, right? There's levels. Every content creator lets other people control their channel to a certain level. Okay. You have your subscribers, you have your, okay, like the hierarchy is clicks and views, subscribers, and supporters. Okay. And no content creator can sit here and tell you that, they're going to treat a supporter like they treat a subscriber or or a click and a view person, right? Because there is a hierarchy of financial benefit. There is a hierarchy of, emotional exchange, wanting to see those people, feeling like you do have a family and whatnot. So me personally, I might let I wouldn't call it, let's take out the word control. Well, let's call it influence. I let maybe about 15% of the people, well, not including mods, I let about 15% of the people guide me on what I need to do in my show and what things that they would like to change. But I would do things a certain way. But you want me to answer it close ended because I'm sitting here making excuses because I don't want to say yes or no? Yes. Okay. Yes. Now, do I think that she's controlled on where she goes? No. If she says, yeah, hey, Lemon and Envy don't like one thing that Lady Nyca does say good is when it doesn't have to do with her channel. She'll say like, hey, I know Lemon and Envy are fighting, just an example, but I got a wrench at both and I'm going to continue to support both. Even when she did the wrench thing, she was like, if you need me to hit your link or I'll be over there to support you, anywhere, whatever. I mean, that sounds good. But I'm looking in the chat and I'm trying to figure out where she's at. But anyway, ask any other questions. Yeah, thank you, Black Girls Code, for the question. Because when you guys ask me a question, you have to realize that you need to be available for the answer. Okay, I'm not gonna give you no bullshit. Like it is what it is. Like it can't get any worse for me, right? He can't get any worse for me. I mean, my freaking actually, I see a lot of other people's bushes full these days because their entertainment value is fucking zero. But it is what it is. I have plenty of haters. But anyway, you guys want to talk about that anymore? You guys want me? Okay, listen, I'm going to go into the last part. I'm going to go into the BYOB, which is bring your own bottle. I heard a lot about bring your own bottle, BYOB. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have heard a lot about the bottle BYOB. And I'm just going to tell you kind of like what I have seen in my own experience. Okay. I never worry about BYOB because the number one thing of going to a place, if you're a guest, is don't come empty handed. Okay. So if I know, and if I'm going to somebody's special event, let's say it's a graduation, a birthday, an anniversary, something along those lines, that means I know the person. Or somebody that I know that I'm going with knows the person. So fuck me, the guest. I'm going to bring their favorite thing. If it's gin, rum, vodka, whatever, it's almost like me saying I'm allergic to the seafood and put it in my mouth, run into the bathroom and spitting that shit out. It's like I am not going to bring my favorite liquor. I'm going to bring your favorite liquor or any request, because clearly, if I go to a special event, we've been around each other for a long time and we've been to a bar, right? We've been to wherever. So when people actually, like I alluded to before, if people think BYOB is put the fucking bottle on the table next to you, get your own cup and ice, and make yourself a cocktail, I don't know where people have been in their lives. I don't get it. Like, literally, I'll take Seagram's gin and like whatever, like your favorite, a box of ammunition. Okay. We live in Georgia, so fuck it. Like, we all like ammunition because we go through it quickly. Not not putting holes in people. Okay. Whatever. Shooting things that blow up or whatever in your backyard. All right. So the only other what's up, your pleasure. Appreciate you being here. So I just kind of don't, you don't have to ask things that are I don't know, like, people know you don't have to ask me to bring something, or hey, and I know the excuses. Well, if you don't like what I have to provide or whatever, why wouldn't you bring your own thing? Because that would mean that we don't have to come up with something that you don't want to drink. It's just anyway, it's like the well done steak, in my opinion. But people might say, hey, Bree and I are never going to get along ever in life. So you can't call this a drag or whatever. I'm just fucking saying what it is. She's just the person that happened to talk about the shit. It could be anybody. I'd say the same thing. So whatever. Let's see. I already talked about showing up empty-handed. Typically, you know what, your people, and the discussion about a party. All right, cool. So based on what's in the title, that's my commentary. Okay. I did 2 hours. I tried to do 2 hours to 2.5 hours. But what I'm going to do different today is just ask you all, are you satisfied? And the reason why I'm asking that is because it has to do with the clouds, the bushes, rumors, people being, people being scared to drop down in the chat because somebody's going to see them, and, their master's going to say, why were you over at Envy's or whatever. The level that people let themselves get controlled on this bitch should be studied. Okay. Fucking adults moving away that other people want them to move. That shit is just ridiculous to me. I wish I would. By the way, Envy, be ready to attend my 55th birthday party, December 2027. You have 15 months to get ready. Damn. Okay. Well, I mean, wait a minute. Hold on. Why? Never mind. I was about to say, is there 12 months in a year? Like, don't you have a birthday every year, Tiffany? Like, are you the only one that has a birthday every 15 months? Am I reading this wrong? Let me try this again, Tiffany. Envy, be ready to attend my 55th birthday party. Okay, we're doing good so far in this message. I love it. All right. So, December. I'm sorry, Tiffany. I love you. But December 2027, you have 15 months to get ready. It will be big. What about this year? You're going to skip a birthday? So basically, you're going to be 55 next December? Like, you don't, like, are we skipping over 54? I'm sorry. Tiffany, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't be laughing and joking. Okay. I would just skip the comment. But anyway, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and use some kind of pagan calendar or something to mark down. Or actually, I can't even get I don't even think I could buy a 2027 calendar. They'd be like, "Why do you need that now?" But anyway, I'll figure it out somewhere. I'll put a sticky note up there for 15 fucking months from now. Okay, hopefully it stays there. Let me chat, bud. Check it. Hit. Check. Oh, thank you, Lily. Appreciate you as always. Let's go. Let's see. Congratulations. You're saying congratulations. Something that I forgot that I probably said. I'm not doing anything for 54, so I'm doing okay. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Hell no. All right. I'm writing this down too in my notes. All right. Writing this down. Tiffany cannot get out of what we are doing. Okay. What we're doing for her 54th birthday. All right. So blame me. I just literally added something to your life. Okay. Be happy about it. Okay. I'm adding a 54th birthday party to your life. And if you come and want me to damn be avatars playing fucking music, I'll be pissed. Okay. No. Okay. I mean 54th birthday, like in like the real world. Okay. If you got to take a camera, I'll figure out something. Damn it. All right. Who would be scared to drop down anywhere that they want to? A lot of people are scared to drop down anywhere. Like, it's not just my channel, it's anywhere because their masters don't like you at the time. Oh my God, Pizarro and Ness are arguing. I got to pick which chat to drop down. They're going to make up in 48 hours, asshole. You're going to look stupid. Like, if I could tell subscribers, supporters, CCs, or anything in your life, don't fucking get into content creators beef. Do you? You're going to look dumb. All right. And I'm going to point it out. If you don't like me because of some other idiot told you something about me that doesn't make any damn sense, you stop dropping down in my chat and then all of a sudden you pop back up, I'm going to say something. Now, if I really like you, I'm just going to ignore it, but I'm just going to, not your message, but I'm going to ignore like saying some shit, but I will call you something. I probably just stopped y'all from wanting to damn drop down to the chat. So omit what I just said. Let's pretend I didn't say that shit. But anyway, never assume the next year. Okay. Oh my God. Why did I click on this and think it was Mr. Carruthers? Now, I wasn't going to say anything crazy like you think I was, but all right. She isn't doing anything. Yes, she is. That's the fuck Tiffany is. Okay. She will be forced to do something for her 54th fourth birthday. Adrian, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I sit up here and I do my thing. I barely drop the link and all that other stuff. You know why I don't drop the link a lot of times? Because that means you're not here for me. Okay. People think that I put stuff in the title and all that to bait people in here for interviews. I don't do that stupid shit because 90% of the time I'm up here by myself. Okay. You either come for me. I don't want people to come to me for a panel. Okay. I don't. If you want to hear what I have to say, then I know you're a supporter. Will I drop the link? Sure. Do I like crazy ass shows, yelling and screaming and all the other shit? Yeah, sometimes. And discussions or whatever, but I would rather know that you're here for me and not whatever tomfoolery goes on that the content creator's not just involved and sits there. But anyway, are you the same person? Moderations, yes. You read it right. There we go. 55. Yes, it is a milestone. Absolutely. We are happy for Tiffany. I mean, shout out to Tiffany. Every year was a good year, I'll be 100. You'll be 100 years old in a couple. Oh, Jesus. Thank God. You said decades. We celebrated next year early for my 100th birthday. Jesus. Listen, arts and crafts. If you're 100 years old, we have to have a talk. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to have a little bit of a discussion because if you're 100 years old, get out of the beef sector, please. Like go to the happy people sector, you know, where you can relax and stuff. And then at night, go to, you know, like some of those YouTube channels that pay, Jesus. Well, some of those YouTube channels that um you know, you listen to the storm and the rain or whatever to help yourself sleep. You know, go to the happy people sector and then go to the, you know, the storm sector. You know, shout out to you anyway. All right. Let's go. You get approved, I will celebrate very no, absolutely not. You're not going to celebrate it if I on a small scale if I have something to do with it. Goddamn, he's trying to wrap your head around the fact that you are turning. Oh shit, me too. Me too. I didn't think. I swear, I'm not. Listen, I don't do anything. I treat women very, very well. You guys know that, right? I think I called somebody a bitch one time on on here after I got attacked, and that was like that was content for 2 days. And we called a woman a bitch. Anyway, let's keep going. To care, but Carruthers. See, here we go. Like Mr. Carruthers is getting down to the last minutes of his prepaid phone right here because it's giving him a warning about his the technical difficulties. Because what the hell is this sentence, sir? Is this like senile, no prune juice, or a fucked up phone? Like, you know what I mean? You get the senior citizen phone. Anyway, all right, let's see. I'm tired of picking on you or whatever, but it is. I know you can take it. I don't say anything out of the box to you. You know, if I didn't like you, I'd talk about your rumors. Okay. I'm to care, but old enough to Jesus, let me keep going before I say something else. It wouldn't be that bad, Mr. Carruthers, but get it together, dude. Like, put some fucking money on that card, okay, and get your phone straightened out. Yes, 54. Oh, I was gonna say, like, I don't just say to women, like, oh God, you look like you're 35 or whatever, like to kiss their ass or whatever, but you look all of like 40. You look all of 45, in my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. Mimi's in the building. What up, baby? Baby's always here. Mimi doesn't give a damn who likes who and doesn't like who. I like to see people in chats that don't necessarily get along with others. 10 jewels with a floating heart. Oh my gosh. I feel warm and fuzzy inside, Mimi. You know, Mimi always gives me jewels and gifts and stuff like that. And I really do appreciate you, you know? And I'm still going to do that thing to you, like when you're in certain chats or whatever. I don't even ask anybody else. I don't even know how that happened between Mimi and I. Like when I'm like, hey, Mimi, can you get the notes? like I gotta go. I don't even know why I started asking that shit. Hey, can you get the notes? Do you mind or whatever? It was just kind of a funny thing, you know, that's between like you and subscribers. And that was what actually, you know, keeps me on here. A lot of times I don't even want to go live, but then I think about the people that really, you know, utilize this to get through their day or drive home or whatever the case may be. The people that really, really support me, show up on a daily basis and go the extra mile and think for themselves. That's why I keep going live, because life is life, and because I got a lot on my plate, and I wouldn't be here without y'all. I'm too old. Okay, let's put another O in there. Well, your other two old to care, but smart enough to listen. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Oh, there you go, Mr. What? There you go. See, Mimi's building you back up. You know, I tore you down, and Mimi's building you back up. That's what's up. Arts and crafts. You're laughing about being 100. Jesus. How do you even know how to get on YouTube? You got great grandkids. I'm sorry. Shout out to you, arts and crafts. Like, I'm not gonna do to you what I did to Mr. Carruthers or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because you are always here, literally. I mean, Mr. Carruthers is here, but you have always tapped in with me from the very beginning, whether it's been up, down, or right or left. You've always been here. So I'm gonna take it easy. We were just talking about and yes, it will be B.O.B. Okay. Oh my God, Tiffany, leave me alone. Oh shit. Dude, I thought I was at the bottom of the comments and I didn't push top comment or some shit that you're supposed to press so you can see them all. So I apologize. There's OG Beauty. I was looking for you, OG Beauty, because I have a favor to ask of you because I made a little bit of a change with you. Okay. So I have, just a favor. Sorry, Mo Betta. I, I literally didn't press the right button. I literally thought I was so proud of myself. I was like, I'm at the bottom of my comments. And hell no. I scrolled up. I was like, oh shit, here we go. And me giving a little segment versus and me giving a whole segment every time he clicks on a comment. But Mo Betta, I hope that you are recovering very well. And I actually did make reference to you when I was talking about the birthday parties and stuff like that. And if somebody has like an avatar party, I literally think that they should, maybe incorporate some stuff in there. Like when I made an ass of myself dancing to I wouldn't say zesty songs, but probably songs that I shouldn't have been dancing to. And then you always given that, that spirit of us to see you cammed up or whatever. You've been missed. You have been missed, but you are recovering, and hopefully you don't come out here with the degenerates and stunt your recovery. Mimi's right. That's funny. You're writing shit down. Crafty is a blessing. Crafty is a blessing. You know what I mean? I like Crafty. I hope Crafty lives to be 200. And thank you. So OG Beauty. Okay. So trust me, this isn't commentary about your OG Beauty. I just need a favor. Okay. So there was a video that I was going through, right? Because I had to find your name as I was scrolling. And I'll explain why. Don't worry. I'm not going to explain why in front of everybody, but I'll explain why somehow. And it's not like anything crazy or whatever. I just gave you another role here. Okay, that's it. But I want like an email, an Instagram, a whatever. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlist a video, okay? Because it's on members only. I'm gonna unlist a video, and all I have to do is send you the link. Like nobody can watch it or anything like that. It's unlisted. I want to send you the link, and I want you to listen to something for me. As I said, the reason why is because sometimes we have to go back in our comments and click on the person if we can't find like their YouTube profile or anything like that. And I saw a couple comments that was a little bit contrary to what I heard, and I might be dead ass wrong. It doesn't mean like I'm like, oh my God, OG Beauty thought this and I thought that. It's not the back and forth. I just want to see, I respect you. So I just want you to listen to something one more time through and then give your second opinion. Okay. So I need like an IG, I need a whatever, IG or email or whatever, because I really, really, really I saw what you wrote in the chat during a live or whatever. It wasn't disrespectful, not at all whatsoever. It was just an evaluation of something that you heard and saw. And again, I'm not gonna make it commentary or anything like that, saying I got to talk to OG Beauty, create some kind of controversy and stupid shit. I just want to be able to send you a link so that you can re-listen to something. Okay, that's it. So you can put that like, if you want it erased or you don't want people to have your email address or whatever the case may be, I'm going to type mine right here. All right. Okay. Let's see. Are you sure? TV13. All right. This is like my YouTube. Are you sure TV13? Okay. Right there, OG Beauty, since you are a mod, you can you can do it anyway. Like copy and paste that or man code. Okay. And my IG is exactly, let's see, man code. Okay. So OG Beauty, the first one, let me see. Are you sure TV30? Yep, got it. And then Man Code Television. So the first one is my email, and the second one is my IG. And I see that you said you can, get that to you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You will actually be. You'll see the level of respect I have for you when I send you what I send you. Okay. Anyway, so that is everything. Did I skip over everything? Did I duck and dodge things? Did I do like a slide under the radar? Because I gave you my commentary, I answered any kind of questions I possibly could. There's really no more to say about anything I just said. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm telling people to respond, not to respond, reach out to me, don't reach out to me, whatever. Do what's in your heart. You know what I mean? Anybody in here that's heard anything I said, listen, if you're bold enough, go under the comments in the description and write what the issue is. I don't mind. I'm very fair. I answer every comment. Tell me, hey, I think this was a little bit off, or I was a little bit bored with that segment, or fuck the whole show, or whatever you want to say, I'll respond to it. And actually now in the comment section on my email and my Instagram. So please utilize that opportunity to reach out to me before you go talk shit with your friends and group chats and all the other bullshit. And then we end up in a space where there's too much done in public, because then people feel some type of way, and then the narratives and the bullshit keeps going. So if we can, please reach out to me. Now, real quick, this will literally take 5 minutes. All right. If you don't watch, go subscribe to Just Say No to SKO, SKO. Okay. Can a moderator put Just Say No to SKO's link in the chat if you don't mind? Okay. I want you to go there, because it doesn't matter. You don't have to be in the Mo3 sector to understand, like, to watch the case, because it's out of control already. Yellow Beezy was allegedly supposed to be the person that that paid for Keywan White to allegedly Keywan White to do that thing that he did to Mo3 on the highway, right? And then it's really, really interesting. It's crazy, because we can even we can empathize with the people that we know from the Mo3 sector who comes over here, Sean G, and everybody that knows, everybody knows Queen 88, and all the other stuff, right? I'm not going to tell you about, everybody knows, like, there's this alleged Money Maya and a woman that changed the tags off the Camaro and all the other stuff. Just Say No to SKO is actually going to the courthouse on a daily basis. He was there today. It was awesome. Like, he's giving you a POV of everything that's going on. And that really does affect Dallas. And as of right now, it looks like I agree with SKO. He said Yellow Beezy basically has like a 50-50 chance to get out. And he's like, if Yellow Beezy gets out, Oak Cliff is going to be going ham. You know what I mean? They're going to be having a party or whatever. But he said Yellow Beezy pretty much has a 50-50 shot. He said that, shit. What's Buddy's name? Devin Brown. Devin Brown, he's up in the air, nobody knows. But Keywan White, shit, listen. Keywan White could have Brian Steele and 7 people from his from his law firm to try to defend him. Uh when the lawyers asked for that damn motion for extra time to start the case, you know what other you know what other motion, it's not funny, but you know what other motion they asked for? They asked for 2 rounds of jury selection. And in each round they wanted 77 people interviewed. What? And do you know why that is? It's because the judge denied the attorney's ability to ask for more time to get shit together because it's been 6 years. Who the fuck? What if my attorney took 6 years to get shit together to defend me? That's that. Wow, like 6 years. Like really? But anyway, so Keywan White is toast. Devin Brown, we have no clue. And Yellow Beezy has a 50-50 shot. I don't know about Trap Boy Freddy and all the other people, but, you know, if you can tune in, Just Say No to Sco is giving you a point of view in the whole case, going to the courthouse on a daily basis. And he also is checking on Carmelo Anthony if you are interested in that. But I'll be paying attention to the Mo3 case and the different people over there that actually do Mo3 content are just different. Like Ratchet's the cop. Sco is the real dude that like gets down to like what actually happens because he is 10 toes, always been, down with the streets of Dallas. You got Sin City over there that breaks things down really, really well. You got Mahia and you got a couple other people. So if you can go support the Mo3 sector, this sector is finally to where it was supposed to be, covering the Mo3 case to get justice for 3. And let me go in here. Yeah, 6 years versus 30 plus years for Tupac. Jesus. They just now bringing Tupac. Yeah, they are to court. Jesus. If you thought you got away with something for 30 years, what would that feel like when you got your subpoena? Like, wouldn't that be weird? Like, just all of a sudden, 30 years later, it's like, that's why there's no statute of limitations on that crime. The lawyer is painting a narrative that these are not a jury of his peers, so he can appeal on those grounds when he loses. It's a strategy when you don't have much of a defense. Makes sense. Keywan White's strategy of defense is awful. Like, come on now. Like, if everybody thinks that you did it, that's a bad start. The only one that got away with something that we always listen, as black folks, damn well we were cheering for O.J. Simpson to beat the case. If you say you weren't, you're lying. So the only person that everybody knew he did it was him, O.J. Simpson. And we obviously we can't get Johnny Cochran because Johnny Cochran is not with us anymore. So Brian Steele is the new Johnny Cochran, and I don't think any of them Dallas folks that are in jail can afford Brian Steele. Sorry, shout out to y'all, but yeah, thousands of dollars an hour. Good luck. But anyway, yeah, there we go. We got Sin City right there. We got Mahia right there. And I really, 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 really need Just Say No to Sco dropped. I'll even look it up myself real quick because that's very, very important. Just the mere fact that you're going to see the people that are involved, as I said, like the Queen 88s and things like that. So it's crazy that we can go watch something that we can actually ask the people that were involved in that situation, like Jossie. Jossie is the individual that they're going to have on the panel. And believe it or not, Jossie and the baby mothers and everybody else, the mom, everybody has a connection with YouTube. And we've never had the opportunity to actually interact with the people that are involved with the family, the case, whatever. I just think it'd be interesting to you. Right here is the Just Say No to Sco. His name is Crisco. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his daughter that's almost, well, I think she's going to graduate from Clark, or she graduated from Clark Atlanta. But anyway, shout out to her for going to Clark Atlanta. That's really, really good. I believe she's an AKA, but don't quote me. All right. So what we're going to do, don't forget, oh God, Josh, Jesus. Yes, Josh. I almost forgot about that. Yep. Josh covers the both UKs. Really, 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 really good. Rube 901. Absolutely. All right. So, in order to get us out of here the proper way, because the Mo3 trial has started, I know that you guys have seen this 100,000 times. I know you guys have heard me say 100,000 times. I hate studio rappers. What I mean by studio rappers is they need a bunch of plug-in Pro Tools and 9 different, voice like reverbs and all that other bullshit to sound like they sound. And then when you go to their show, you're like, who the hell are you? And then the DJ, then they pretend to rap into the microphone while the DJ is playing the music. I've never understood that. Like the song is either ahead or behind the idiot rapper. Yo, yeah, listen. I'm in the industry. I get it. So I'm speaking from like a third person. Like the song that comes from the DJ is like way ahead or behind. And all the rapper forgets to like go into the bars. Yo, put your hands up. And the whole damn song is going on. Like, how are you saying, yo, put your hands up, put them in the air, go to the right, go to the left, hey. How are you saying that when the damn song is playing with your voice on it? But anyway, that's why I play, Mo3 music, because this man is in his kitchen. There's not a microphone. There's not a studio. There's not a plug-in. There's nothing. There's no backup singers or whatever. So since the Mo3 trial started, long live 3. Do not forget about one of the most talented musicians that I've ever personally heard in my life. But let's go ahead and listen to 2, sets of bars when he's in the kitchen. But I really do appreciate y'all coming through. Hopefully this gave you, a good show, answer your questions, and that's all I got. Here we go. Let's go.
And I ain't gotta say a damn thing, but girl, I'm trying to get you, cause someone who knows how to ride can take different positions. Now you screaming up and down we go. That's right, I never met the type of girl that's quite like you. Keep it on the low, and I can give more than the girl, it's true, but I only did one time, yeah. The struggle like this, you wouldn't understand the way I feed my family. I come from nothing and it hurt, I'm being real. I'm tired of seeing my mama shed a tear. All my life was in the field. That money, that moolah made me go crazy. Go and get it, my motto, this on a daily. My baby needs some Pampers, P.O. on my ass. So bitch, I got a scratch on the block from 9 to 5. I'm getting it till the laws come, hoping that I make it to my daughter and my son. You gotta relate and feel my energy. Keep that 30 on my waist, it's from my enemies. Feel like my life is like a movie scene. Baby, that's a ghetto dream. Ghetto dream. This for them kids who ain't got nothing else to eat. Baby, this a ghetto dream.